Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Welcome to the Sporting Complex, your ultimate destination for fitness and fun. Located at La Jolla Complex, Eastern Main Road, St. Joseph. Membership rates include access to weight training, spin classes, aerobics, and recreational swimming sessions. We've got something for everyone. For those looking for flexibility, our drop-in rates are just $35 per visit, or grab a weekly pass for $125. Sign up for a monthly membership at just $325, granting you access to all services, all hours of the day. Plus, special rates are available for retirees over the age of 65 at just $200 and students at $225. Plus, special rates are available for retirees over the age of 65 at $200 and students at $225. Are you a member of the Eastern Credit Union? Lucky you! Enjoy exclusive membership pricing at $275. And for our valued service personnel, we offer the same rate of $275. But wait, there's more! We're excited to reintroduce our sauna service. Indulge in 45 minutes of relaxation for just $40 for gym members or for guests. Join us at the Sporting Complex for a healthier, happier you. Visit us today to sign up or learn more. Welcome to the
It's the new calypso, no summertime fling. Rocking to the rhythm and the style we are bring. Energy electric, I step in at the ring. Chipping and a tripping with a pretty little thing. And I know that it's gonna be my day. Spread the love and it's gonna go my way. Middle of the road and we can't do a thing. When the vibes start popping out, popping out, popping out. Yeah. Feel it when the sun comes up, even when it rains down. Don't miss the magic. So blessed to have it. Oh, feel it when the sun comes up, even when it rains down. Don't miss the magic. Yeah. So blessed to have it. Yeah.
I just wanna feel free tonight. Yeah. Let it all go. No need to hide. Energy up. We ain't coming down. Everybody wanna. I'll give you mine. Vibes right up. From me where your body wine. Can't get enough. Can you feel it now?
Hey, when it fitting in your soul, yeah. Go ahead and let the world know, yeah.
From night until morning,
Yeah.
them already know that them want it.
Hey, yeah. See me out, going my way. Spread the love and it's gonna be my day.
It's a whole set of gal in the street party.
Now the whole thing popping out, popping out, popping out. Yeah. Feel it when the sun comes up, even when it rains down. Don't miss the magic. So blessed to have it. Yeah. She just wanna have some fun, and I just wanna get down. Don't miss the magic. So blessed to have it. So blessed. It's the new calypso.
As she shaking up, she hips so.
It's the new calypso.
As she shaking up, she hips so. Yeah.
See me out, going my way. Spread the love and it's gonna be my day.
Yeah.
We got the magic. Believe in the magic. Believe in the magic. Believe in the magic. We got the magic.
believe in the magic.
Yeah, I promise not to let you down. Being under, just let me know. Yeah. Speeding on the highway, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of things I would say now, yeah, yeah, yeah. If I could have it my way, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I promise I won't let you down, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm speeding on the.
Yeah, I promise not to let you down, but you let me down. So what we doing now? Try to turn a smile into a frown, but it feels like we just going round and round and round and round and round. Every time I try to go up, these thoughts keep pulling me down.
Baby, let's get down, let's boogie. Yeah, I feel so cute every time when I'm wearing your hoodie. Yeah, yeah.
If you're going right for your header, just let me know. We could take it real fast, or we could take it real slow.
Speeding on the highway, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of things I would say now, yeah, yeah, yeah. If I could have it my way, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I promise I won't let you down, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm speeding on the. If it's meant to be, it gon' be. We could take it real slow, we could go steady. Hold my hand, cause my done ready. Let me show you the love that you really need. Yeah, yeah. Give you the sexual healing thing, have you feeling nice. And you know it's all natural, that's why the love feel right.
That's right, I ain't never felt.
Speeding on the highway, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of things I would say now, yeah, yeah, yeah. If I could have it my way, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I promise I won't let you down, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm speeding on the.
Yeah, I promise not to let you down, but you let me down. So what we doing now? Try to turn a smile into a frown, but it feels like we just going round and round and round and round and round. Every time I try to go up, these thoughts keep pulling me down.
Baby, let's get down, let's boogie. Yeah, I feel so cute every time when I'm wearing your hoodie.
Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Samara Lalo.
I'm Ruby Paris.
And I'm Talia Alexander.
Yes, I love how Talia says that, you know. And I'm Talia Alexander. Right? You know, oh my gosh, we could well imitate each
Even
other.
though we really always mock each other though.
Like,
We started and now we can't stop.
wait, I know
Indeed.
taking it. Why my mic shorter than everybody else? So
Oh,
you
well,
didn't raise your
bring
mic.
it up. Raise it up.
Wake it up and
Ruby,
sleep in.
where I working today, boy?
Ruby, you
Yes,
see my height. I had
I.
to adjust this thing.
Welcome, beautiful people. As Rubes would say, welcome everyone in the chat group.
Welcome, one and all today.
Yes. Hey.
Trinidad.
Good.
Hey.
Ole, there's a Caribbean show. We don't want to. We shall take
Good
it.
comeback.
Hey, boy.
Guys, we hope you are
Let's do
having
this.
a lovely week so far. Welcome to everyone who is looking on right now. Welcome to these lovely ladies fixing the mic. The last minute.
To be fair, Sam is accustomed fixing her mic, right?
That's true. I'm an
A for
expert.
effort, Ruby.
It's
A for
always
effort.
I heard the tech team bust out a laugh. What was going through all your mind when Sam was fixing that mic? One could only wonder. How are you, ladies? You beautiful ladies.
Good
Not
enough.
bad.
How's the
too bad.
week? How's your weekend? And how is your week going?
Well, I think I will kick it off there a little
Yes,
bit, right?
I.
So your girl was on top of the roof
Oh
helping
my.
my aunt there in the hot sun.
Oh,
Literally.
literally.
No, I try not to do those things.
Manual
because,
labor.
You know, before, I was a real tomboy and then so kind of working that out of me and embracing my feminine side now. So I don't know how I make it into the roof. But I can see my aunt sweating and doing that by herself. Her husband and them was out doing work and everything. So we say, you know what? We'll do it now. It was a good sweat when I done. Now I just get some serious sun, eh? All they seen is teeth. So she's like, are you red? Or you're black, or you're both mixed, because all I see, and we laughing, but the view was so nice, we in Lupino now, so we're seeing all the scenery and everything like that, and she's like, you know what, we can have a deck in here, and we get on the plan and thing now, right? So it was a creative moment on one end. The next end is I started to do a little, jotting of the I started writing songs and stuff again and all of that. So
Very nice,
guys, we ready for some stuff, and then the fellowship and everything was good, man. This week was good.
Good job. I love that for you.
Very nice.
And my weekend was chill.
Chill.
I got my steps in and my fitness in, so I'm happy about that.
Well done.
Very nice.
Love that for you.
Teach me. One of my best friends, her birthday was last week Thursday, so she had a full send weekend. Quite literally called it a full send weekend. Wow. Went on a hike to Avocat Falls with the Spirit Mass family.
Nice. That's okay. I tried to mark who you was with, but I didn't know.
It was them. It was them.
No.
And there's something about nature that just brings you so
nice.
much peace, keeps you grounded. And another reminder that we have to go to with towels to do.
Yes.
Listen, the invitation out
Sooner
there.
than
So it's up to
later.
you all to
decide.
decide. Right. And I mean, y'all know I juggle many hats. And I'm at a point right now where I needed the recentering. So God knew what I was going to face this week. And the reason He gave me balance to my chaos and brought me a bunch of peace this weekend. Because God knows. God knows.
Boy, does he.
Indeed.
No point.
Indeed.
Rastafari. Sam?
My week was good, a little traumatizing.
Oh, gosh.
Just slight.
Do speak.
Because luckily I got some downtime to really get into my deep cleaning this weekend, because I felt like, it was that time, and your girl had to battle a whole roach nest. So that was my trauma, because you know how I am with roaches, right?
Yeah,
But
I know.
When I tell you full family, mommy, daddy, teens, babies, and newborn,
Not the
eggs
teens.
too. Traumatized. But anyway, then I had camp with the kiddies, which is always fun. Today was one of their birthdays.
Oh, lovely.
I think a lot of his family members forgot. Poor thing. So I got,
Why did I laugh?
I got a little bit of I got like some kiss cakes for him, and just did a little candle thing and made a little card out of copybook paper, because your girl didn't have no money to spend on that.
That's okay, man. That's okay, man.
So
It's the thought. It's the
we
thought.
did a cute little thing for him. So yeah, that was it. And my week is going pretty good.
Y'all
so
ever
far.
forget your own birthday?
And
I did it
100%.
once. I
Really?
did once years ago.
Oh shucks.
Lost track of time.
But before I continue, how was the experience with the kids and stuff though? That's interesting.
Trauma.
Oh my. Oh,
I'll leave
I
it there.
remembered something. The stories you were giving us
I remember those
last week.
stories.
Yeah. Our youth, our
I don't think she
children-
could mention those.
I can't mention it on air, but our youth go through some things, and it's very scary.
Wow.
Very extremely scary. Like, yeah, I really don't know what. Yeah.
Yes. So moving on. This weekend, the usual. I worked, right, productive, and the week is going good. I went for a run yesterday. All you know, like you've been running and been running. I don't know what you're gonna do when I get his body back.
Right? Left your body still
Exactly. But yes, all in all, a good weekend. All you know, I've been doing the things. A lot of ish is going on.
Yeah.
Good stuff, but damn,
It's a lot.
It's really that.
It's really
lot.
that.
It's a lot. But as always, I look forward to coming right back here.
Yes,
and
every
doing
week.
this show with you guys. Of course, we want to hear in the chat room how you guys are doing. How was your weekend and how is your week going so far? Is it productive? Is it a little challenging? You know, you're fighting, you're cope, you're copacetic. You're poke. That's what the OB will say. You're poke or you're copacetic.
You're poke.
Yeah.
I always cope.
You know.
Speaking of the chat, I'm just going to jump to it one time.
Yes, please.
Hi, Landell.
Hi, Landell.
Landell said good evening to the women of Island Girl Talk, and I trust that your week was awesome and may the program be filled with life. And also, narcissist is not liking the grey rock treatment. You would hear more about that in time to come, and when you women think about full housewife or career woman.
Landell always with the topic suggestions.
Yeah, boy. And guys, don't
thank
forget
you for it.
that you can call into studio at 466-6OUR. That's 466-4687.
Yes, please. And like up this live. Like it, press the like button.
Share it.
Please and
sorry.
thanks.
It was 466-4OUR.
Yes,
That's what you said 4. I was like, what do you mean 4?
466-4OUR or 466-4687.
Yes, I. And of course, we always have to put it out there for the artists who are up and coming or new. If you would like to hear your music played on this platform, because we are all about local.
That's right.
Please send your music to music@ourradio.fm. Again, please send your tracks to music@ourradio.fm. Yes, I. Okay.
Yes, no.
We're gonna start. You know, today's a little different. We have 2 back-to-back spotlight guests today, so we're changing it up. You know, we gotta keep it a little fresh. We gotta keep all on your toes.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Two
Right.
fantastic guests today.
That's right.
Yes. So keep it locked to see what they are all about. Very interesting stories, and it's gonna be a blast.
Yes.
Let me take a little break now. We'll be back in 1 minute. 1 minute.
It's just 1 minute.
It's 1 minute. Don't
You can hold it.
Yes.
Don't
I just
move.
think.
Cue the commercial.
So new, but so radical.
New, the KFC Double Stacker Sandwich. 2 crispy chicken fillets sandwiched with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
So new, so radical.
Order your Double Stacker Sandwich now via the app or KFC.com. It's finger licking good.
Attention, event planners and organizers. Are you searching for the perfect venue to host your next unforgettable event? Look no further than the stunning La Jolla Complex, managed by EPL Properties Limited, a subsidiary of the Eastern Credit Union Society Limited. With a variety of versatile spaces to choose from, we have everything you need to bring your vision to life. Our courtyard offers a picturesque setting for wedding ceremonies and receptions, as well as shows and performances. Prefer an indoor setting? Our Eric Williams Auditorium is the ideal space for wedding receptions, symposiums, workshops, and more, with state-of-the-art amenities and ample seating. Looking for something more intimate? Our garden gazebo is perfect for smaller gatherings like intimate wedding ceremonies or fetes. But that's not all. When you book with us, you'll enjoy peace of mind knowing that security, services, and even court fees are all included in your quotations. Plus, take advantage of our additional offerings like adding a room for an overnight stay at the Gems of La Jolla, located on the same compound. It's the perfect place for your presenter or bridal party to prepare and relax before the big event. Contact our event unit today at 225-4375, extension 5308 or 5309 to book your next event and let us help you create memories that will last a lifetime. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Push it up, you go watch me work it. Walk it up if you feel you could. Push it up, you know I can work it. Win and go down, win and go down. Feel it, I feel it, cause you turn me on. Baby, it's been so long and now I'm burning up. Baby, you get me anxious, but I'm holding on. Yeah, yeah. Come a little closer, let me wet your tongue. Don't ease me up when I'm whining down low. Don't ease me up when I'm jamming on you. Don't ease me up when I'm whining it slow. So watch me in my eye and grip your whole night. I don't I just wanna jam you whole night. I wanna walk, I hope you can manage, baby. Come jam me tonight. Better come good, no if no buts, no maybe. I'll jam you tonight. I wanna walk, I hope you can manage, baby. Come jam me tonight. Better come good, no if no buts, no maybe. Darling, darling, give me pressure on me bumper. Oh, you want me tonight? Now ease me up at all, baby. Darling, darling, give me pressure on me bumper. Oh, you want me tonight? Now ease me up at all, baby. Push it up, you go watch me work it. Knock it up if you feel you could. Push it up, you know I can.
We are back with more show for you guys. It's your Island Girls with hard-hitting topics.
Shut up. I forgot about it.
It's outdated now.
I forgot.
I can never go to
I can't mock the Ruby
I'm
Lala. I wish I
Crystal
had it.
Kane.
I'm Samara Lalu.
I'm Ruby Paris.
And I'm Talia Alexander.
And another Wednesday, another week, another Island Girl Talk. You were just listening to Jadel with Don't Ease Me Up.
Hey,
Panda, big up Jadel.
Big up Jada. You know we went to school together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all
She
know
was my sixth from
Jada.
school.
Jada was our very first Island Girl spotlight ever.
Wow. Big up you.
Jada, big up you, girl.
I
But
love
guys,
it.
we're gonna get right into it. Of course, we have a tight show today. Like I mentioned earlier, we have two back-to-back guests.
Yes.
Two very fantastic, interesting people with really cool stories to share. Can't wait to get into it. But of course, you know we bring it with the topics.
Yes.
Right?
Hard-hitting topic.
Hard topics. Yeah, let's do it now.
Hard-hitting topics. Okay.
Big up you, Talia.
I wish I was your closing line for this segment.
Oh my gosh. But what we want to talk about is something that obviously affects everyone with a smartphone.
Yes.
You have a smartphone, you have a tablet, you have a laptop.
Right.
It's affecting you. You have social media.
Yeah.
This is affecting you. So of course we ask the question, is social media affecting our mental health?
Yes.
I think the short answer is yes.
Yes.
And this is a long overdue topic because sometimes we would touch on it, you know, based on other conversations we're having, but we never really focused on this topic
Right.
For sure.
and just how anxiety filled it can
Yeah.
leave one.
Yeah.
You know what I
100%.
mean? Every single day. You don't even want to know how many hours that my I have that thing on your phone that shows you in analytics how much hours
yes.
in the week.
that thing, yeah.
Listen,
Oh,
my
my
screen time is
days.
ridiculous.
Wow.
I was embarrassed the other day. My screen time was something like 16 hours. But I was also
Yes.
editing a lot.
Oh, so
Right.
But at the
okay,
same
yeah.
time, I
That's
was
still
like-
productive though.
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
Yes,
You know,
it's
yeah.
still, yeah. So we want to just go through some of these scenarios, some of the points, and the ways in which it does affect all of us, right? And not just that, but some of the behaviors, the unhealthy behaviors that we engage in that contribute to that decline in our mental health when it comes to social media and our self-esteem and
100%.
how we, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So, and also the addiction to our phones as well.
Yes.
It's all tied in.
Yeah.
All right. So it's no. I mean,
Secret.
it's no secret that these smartphones are great. It's convenient. You get a lot done.
Yeah.
I find that I don't even need my laptop as much
No,
anymore.
for
I
sure.
do all my work on my phone and
Likewise.
effectively. You know what I mean? So it has its pros, but the cons, boy,
obsession.
that social media is a literal drug.
Yeah.
A literal drug. I feel it's like the drug of our generation.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
100%.
you know, it's really bad when there's a whole documentary about it,
Correct.
you know, on Netflix.
Correct.
That's and they show you, they break it down how it's created
Yeah.
for you to keep coming back.
Correct.
You know,
I am an addict. I can't even lie.
Yeah,
I am addicted to
realize
my
I've
phone.
become
So am I.
very
And
addicted.
it's scary because I would not have said that maybe like 8 years ago because I've lost a lot of phones. Mommy, I real sorry, girl. You know, many phones fell down and that was it.
Wow.
And I would go for months without social media, without my phone, unbothered. I could
Yes.
not imagine even forgetting my phone home. It does not matter how late I am. I will go back for it, and
Yeah.
I hate to be
Me too.
late.
Yeah.
But the thought that somebody might call me that I need to speak to
Yes.
while I'm out, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
go and get it.
Yeah.
I've done that too. I don't know what it is, but I literally feel I'm like, maybe this is what they want, so that
Yes,
now
that's
when
exactly
when
what
they
they want.
start the transhumanism and we
Yeah,
don't
they're
need the
tracking you
phones
when
and
they're tracking
it's
you.
in our fingers or
it's
whatever
all
the case may be.
brainwashing.
Yes.
I'm like, I feel like it's a part of me.
Yeah.
And that's what I
phone.
want
But
My
to
don't
whole
get me
life
started
is
on
in
this
there.
conspiracy
when I
theory of it
realized,
all.
social media, how
You know, I
scary
like
social
that.
media was, is when I watched another documentary, not the one that wasn't on Netflix. I
Right.
watched it on YouTube, but
Right.
still, it was valid.
Yeah.
So everybody actually has a phantom profile. For those who don't know what a phantom profile is, even if you're not on the platform, the mere fact that you have family or friends or people that you're walking past, that their IP address interacts
Things,
with yours.
yeah.
The AI is able to build a phantom profile for you, so that in the event you create a profile, you already have one geared towards your likes and your suggested likes. For instance, if you consider the fact that you don't actually have to make a profile to download TikTok, like as soon as you open TikTok, you don't have to link your email to it. It's already created for you. You don't have to really have a profile because it's made for you, and everything that they suggest are normally things that the people are closest to you are watching, because they assume that that's what you would watch as well. And that's when they start to filter things through. Which is why short form social media has become so addictive.
Yeah.
Because everything that you would normally watch on a show, or you might just see in a magazine, is now on your fingertips.
Yes.
Not only on your fingertips, but how to do it, how that person integrated it into their life. And now you can be inspired by that. Now you just go through a rabbit hole. And if you see 3 back-to-back videos of the same thing and they realize you like it, expect that TikTok, Instagram,
all the
Threads,
platforms.
Facebook, YouTube are all going to start suggesting the same thing to keep you hooked onto that that app. I know for me, I am a social media addict. I mean, on one hand, it is my job.
Yeah.
So I don't have a choice.
say that. Like, it's your job.
I have to know what's trending. I have to know, you know, how to read my analytics, be engaged consistently with an audience. But there comes a point in time where, for me, it became really toxic. And it's not in the way people would assume as a content creator. It's not about likes or views for me or engagement for me that made social media toxic. It was actually body comparison. As somebody from the Caribbean, I feel like Caribbean people have like a certain body image, right? And it's fluctuated a lot in the beauty standard over time. But especially someone with wide hips, a bigger bust, a small waist, that's now become the aesthetic that is highlighted on social media as the beauty standard. And if you're not that, then you have to be super toned with it. Like muscles, glistening, slim with muscles, slim with a firm buttocks.
Yeah.
You know, and I am like soft and squish, you know. And for me, like when I look back on pictures where I thought I was plus sized, or I thought that I was, you know, not necessarily my firmest self and not attractive physically, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Because at the time, the beauty standard was something that was actually unachievable. But because you might like one fitness person's post, you'll see a thread of fitness people post. And what became super toxic is realizing that most of these posts are actually edited for social media. Like there's so many apps where you can edit your body.
98%
use filters, use editing tools, even just in your photo library to make a picture look more appealing. So that when you post on social media, you fit that aesthetic. So imagine you're all buying into a lie. There's so many people that when I saw in person, I was like, that is not how you look on socials at all. But like, big up you, but like, that's how you look on socials at all. Like, you're gorgeous without it. Or you're handsome without it. And that became super toxic for my mental health, because I started seeing myself in a way that genuinely didn't exist. And out of that grew in this body dysmorphia that I think most Caribbean people, not even just women, Caribbean people can identify with, where I don't look like this guy, or I don't look like this woman. And I'm hearing all the girls talking about this person's aesthetic or this person's body build, or the guys are all talking about, oh, she looks like this, and it's all the same frame. And you're like thinking, I'm in this company and I don't look like that at all. You know, and then it starts to make you wonder, am I still beautiful because I don't fit this look?
But that's a big
For
one.
me, I mean, the anxiety of just having to post and keep up with what everybody
Correct.
says is success, because in every 2 posts this is how you be successful, this is how you be this is your routine,
This is how you're a high value woman.
this is
Have
how
you guys been getting that?
this is how you do. Oh my God. And I'm just on my bed, I'm just like I'm just trying to be like,
Yes.
I'm just trying to watch my show, you know, like am I lazy now, like am I not, do people think I'm lazy, am I, and I'm frantically like, okay,
Anxiety.
I need to do something, I need to show people that I have a life, I need to show people that I'm doing things, I need to show, else I'm like irrelevant or blah, 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 blah. And then I just remembered, Samara, you don't give a shit. and, and then I had to be like, oh yeah.
The toxic
like,
productivity you're talking
I
about.
don't give a shit. Like I genuinely. So are you not going to be fighting up with it? Like you know in yourself, one, you kind of don't have your means because all your technology failing you right now, right?
She didn't mean it.
And keep going, keep going. But also, it's like I am on the move so much that when I'm down, it's because I want to be down.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a choice you're
It's a
making.
choice that I'm making, that when I switch, I need my me time. I need to just do nothing. As creatives, we do need that time to do nothing.
100%.
You know?
Have you ever found too, like, when, like Ruby, you mentioned having to turn back and go get your phone because you
Yeah.
just can't do without it if you forget it at home. But in instances where, let's say you misplaced the phone, or not even that, you can't go back home to get it.
Yeah.
And you are now forced to spend the next few hours without your phone.
Yeah.
Don't you feel free?
Feel
I
so
do.
free.
It's a different feeling.
So free.
The
Yeah,
first
it really
20
is.
minutes of panic happens,
Yeah.
and anxiety, and then an acceptance of like, well, I can't do anything about
It's
it.
Yeah.
a familiar yet unfamiliar feeling, because
Yes.
unfamiliar in that you've gotten so used to this lifestyle with the smartphone, everything at your fingertips, and you're drawn, you're attached to it. But then familiar in the sense that you remember what days were like
without it.
without
Yes.
cell phones on a whole.
Yes.
You had
True.
you had
You had to go to
phones,
the payphone.
the pay
That's
phones,
right.
you know, or your dial-up phones.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whatever you used to call it. I can't even remember.
The dial-up
Oh, the-
phones,
the
you
ring
know,
phone.
ring phones.
Yeah.
You know,
Those were the days.
And you just go like,
Yeah.
wow.
And this is why
Yeah,
I say
it
it's
was
an
so
addiction,
good.
because
Yeah.
when I think of it in the same way I think of like alcoholism, or I think of like drug abusers. When you remove it, there's that anxiety
Yes.
to the attachment.
Yeah.
And that dopamine that drugs
Yeah, no.
give you, right? That's why I
That
said it's a
is
drug, because it gives us that hit of dopamine.
Yeah, with that scroll, that like,
Yes.
that tapping motion and that scrolling motion releases dopamine, and there's a scientific thing that shows you that.
Not just that, when you post something,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
everybody likes it.
That's the
Dopamine,
next-
dopamine,
yeah.
dopamine. You feel good.
Yeah.
But
Like
how
a
scary is
boost.
that though, that we literally are, people are posting things online
For
for
the likes.
validation at this point.
That is exactly
And
it.
it becomes now, what if they don't engage?
And then the
Yes.
next post you make, no one
Depression.
likes it. And you're not getting the likes. You start to feel worthless.
Yes.
You have withdrawal symptoms now because you're not getting that hit of dopamine.
Yep.
And you start doing,
Yeah.
posting things that would guarantee likes. So
Yes.
that's why people post more risque things.
Yes.
That,
Yeah.
you
The
know,
thirst
and
traps
it really
became a thing.
thirst
Yeah.
traps. It messes with
That-
your mental.
That
Yeah.
actually brings me to a point of the digital reality and how we miss the present reality. We miss our loved ones. We miss that real interaction and just socializing and stuff like that. Because let's face it, after 2020, that even kickstart social media in a different
way.
And up
Yeah.
to now, we are struggling to get to that place where we have balance. Because, for instance, miscommunication happens. You may mean one thing when you're posting something, somebody else takes it differently, and then
Yeah.
they're listening to that voice, and then they look at you differently and all of that, and you're like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
Because people now have to analyze tone and
Yes.
whatever, all these
Oh
other
my
complications,
gosh,
and you're just
yes.
being
Yes.
you.
But I love that you're sorry. But
Yeah.
continue.
So I think we have to understand, okay, this is a digital reality here. But if we make that, and again, that's what the whole dopamine situation, where the rush of that is so attractive, and the likes and all of that, that it makes you interacting, well, depending on how mature you are, it makes interaction with your family and the present, people who really matter. It's like this is not giving me that rush like that. And therefore you are not present. So you are with them, but then you're on your phone.
Yeah.
And that's what society it has become. But then you see the rise in mental illness and all these different things because it's not a healthy place to get validation. It was never meant to be. Even with like how I fellowship with church and stuff like that. Nothing could take away me meeting my brothers and sisters together, no matter how much we had Zoom and all these different things, because God did not design us. We are in a world of millions of people for a reason. We're here to interact.
Absolutely.
You know? So over isolation is one of it.
I'm so sorry, Rubes. And social media, it's built that way. You all ever got a notification from TikTok saying you haven't posted in a while?
Oh gosh, yes.
And I'm like,
I'm like,
no.
to you? Why? Just like I know.
It reminds me of Duolingo saying Duos.
I was not gonna say that, dude. It's be like, do you have 3 minutes to practice dreamer?
No.
If I had it, I would. Leave me alone.
Piggyback on what
I tell you, AI go and take over, you know.
For sure. Just piggyback on what Tals was saying. I know a lot of people who are content creators who show up religiously on social media. But when you meet them in person, the social anxiety is super high.
Yeah.
They're very uncomfortable with groups. They're very uncomfortable with social settings. They don't malfunction, but
they can't hold a conversation.
It's difficult and challenging for them to hold a conversation, and they brand themselves as introverted.
Yes.
And it's like, no, you're just out of practice.
Yeah.
Reality is just out of practice.
Yeah.
And what I would say on that as well is that it's very easy to be in communication with friends to the point where you almost replace quality time with friends to a conversation over a phone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mean in terms of like long distance best friendships. I mean more in like, it's easier for you to FaceTime somebody or send them reels or send them a message than it is to go for brunch or even going for brunch. Like, go to the zoo.
Yeah.
Go for a run around the savannah. Go on a hike. Go on a Sunday drive. You know? Like, something that allows you genuine quality time. And I think for me, that became a large part of my shift with COVID and my shift with lockdown, where I prioritized family time. I prioritized the moments that I got to spend with friends, so much so that even as a content creator, it's hard for me now to be in the conditioning of shooting. I had to unlearn that because when you get into social media, you get the habit of doing social media content. You're shooting everything. Like, everything is content. Your brain is literally like content. That it takes away from being in the moment and being present in the moment.
Facts.
And it genuinely affects your relationships. Even if people are like, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. It does. It's disrespectful, I think, when I'm socializing with someone and we're investing in each other's time, which to me is the most invaluable thing you can have.
Yeah.
And you're on your phone the entire time.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, it's better you said I'm busy and I can't, and let's do this another time. Then I'm sat here watching you on your phone.
I have an example of that. Like, I had a friend and they'll invite me to things, and then most of my time was like what do you call those things? A gimbal. So I became the stand to hold the phone to help with these social media posting.
No partner.
And everything was...
I deliberately take bad pictures and videos if that happens.
Everything was for the gram, because it to me, it did not feel in the moment. To me, it did not feel like we are spending quality time, because if your brain is constantly on what will make a good reel or what would make a good story or what could make a good, we're not in the same space at the same time. You know, you in future, you in the future, and you in work mode. And I mean, that's fine if that's your hobby. Then don't have me here.
Correct.
You know, it annoys me to high heaven that we would be doing something. Fine if we say, okay guys, let's do it for the gram, so everybody has a moment together to take their gram pics, and you keep it short, you keep it really brief, and it's before things start. Right, so you have like the food comes to the table, okay guys, we have to do it for the gram, you do the quick gram pic and we get into it. You know, but be in real life. Like, so many times I take dopamine detoxes. Like, I'll always put a post and say, on a dopamine detox will be back, and I love my weekends.
Yeah.
If I can't get my whole weekend, it would be Sundays
Yeah.
and do a dopamine detox.
So
I love
why
that.
I love the idea behind it, but does it have to be a dopamine detox? Because
Yes.
you could get your dopamine from other things.
Yeah,
you could
that's
get
why it's a dopamine detox.
from
So you're not
dopamine
gonna
means
get dopamine detox.
Detox means you've ridden yourself of the dopamine.
Yes, to balance back because you're overdoing with the social
So
media.
you mean the dopamine that you get from social media?
Dopamine on the
because,
whole.
no, because
other
why
things
would
will
you
bring
want to
you
do that?
Right, because you are dopamine is dopamine, right? And you
Dopamine
get
is the best thing that could
you
happen to
get
your
it,
body.
right? But you're in an overload already from social media. Add on to everything else that you do.
We are getting a call.
Oh my gosh!
I like it.
And guys, if you all know who it is, let me tell it on the roadcaster, guys. Let me know when she's on. Hello, caller. Is she there? Hi, Nisi.
Hello.
Hey there.
Speak hard, babe. Speak louder.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we are. How
I'm
you going
calling
on?
to do it for the gram.
I feel
No,
you
well,
missing us.
I feel so too. No, but I'm actually home today. I'm getting a chance to kind of take in stuff a little bit, and I think it's a very interesting topic.
Yes.
And I can relate to both sides of the coin because one, I do social media professionally, and I'm also a recovering social media aholic, right? So, totally agree with all the points that I've been hearing thus far. I think because times is changing a lot, and we into this whole modernization and all this technology era. I think that's like a lot of the times we kind of let the world tell us how to be instead of we use things as it's supposed to be. Because a lot of the times, like social media is a very amazing tool, and I'm talking from the business side. But at the same time, I also understand the addiction side, where a lot of people are more focused on their social media lives and how they're perceived than actually living their life. Like for me to be the person that I am right now, where I could go out with friends and my phone does not surface. And to come from before where like everything was a social media moment, like the getting ready to the going out, as Tamara was talking about, like, you know, people had to take the photos for you, and I would see the frustration on people's face. But listen, my and now I'm enjoying the moments a lot more. Like I could let work be work. I even have days where like I try to unplug because like doing social media marketing full time, like I'll be so caught up with person's brand and their stuff that I don't even have the time for my own posting at times. But just being able to like unplug and not have your phone pinging and that notification going on every minute, like it has been one of the most relaxing periods for me. Because at a point in time that used to be like very addictive, but it also used to be very traumatic. Because sometimes like as if you're mentioning, you post something and you're waiting to hear the pings. And if a few minutes pass and you ain't getting like that thing, you're thinking, okay, well, maybe I should just delete it and post it again, because you're really concerned with how people react to your content living for them. You're living for them a lot. And to now kind of be able to understand that social media is a tool, use it for what it's meant to do, use it to better you, but not to control you. And I think once we understand that and we put things, like we make things be used in the capacity it was meant to, and not like
abuse it or overdo.
Not abuse it. I think like that is the aspect of it, because anything in excess is going to have that negative effect. I think it's just about understanding the balance and knowing yourself and how much of it that you can like deal with, because sometimes we let the society tell us how we're supposed to react to social media. If you're not a person who needs to even have like a profile, like if you're not in that space of the digital age and you could function. I have friends and they who don't have a social media profile. You know, I saw people buying newspapers to get the information. I'm like, wait, this is so nice.
So
but it's still what's up news, you know? Things like that. It has people who still operate a certain way and it works for them. And I think like we try to tell people what it should be for them versus let people decide what this life needs to look like for me, what I want to do, what I want to use. You know, so I just wanted to add that.
Speaking
Thank you. Now I'm Mr. Nisi. Of course, guys, if you don't recognize the voice, that is Nisi from season 1's panel. She's here on and off. You guys will see her in a couple weeks or so. So, yeah.
Thank you,
Big up
Nisi.
you,
Big up,
Nisi. Thank you so much for your...
Speaking of, I just want to jump into the chat. The chat's up.
The chat room is lit.
Chatting.
I'm just going to start with Dylan.
Did we hang up on Nisi?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh. Nisi,
You didn't want to?
I think she had gone. I'm not sure.
I thought she was gone,
Yes.
but we left it on, so I don't know.
That's all right.
Sorry, Nisi, I hope
She'll understand.
Because we move on talking and you was on the phone, so
Don't
I
worry,
just hang it
she
up.
understands.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Nisi's a cool one.
She's steady things, man.
Yeah, Nisi had some good points. Yeah.
Yes. What did chat room say?
Dylan Exo Thomas said, chilling like I won $1 million.
Wait, is that Dylan?
It's Dylan.
Dylan. Big up you, boy.
White tip tail hummingbird. Hi, honey. Said, hey, girls. We going good. Sewing, and more sewing.
Nice.
Fire Wolfman said, greetings and blessings, ladies and everyone.
I like
this
this
weekend was piss. The week so far is piss. Current sport event starting tomorrow. Pan Am Aquatics Masters Championships.
Okay, wow, that's a mouthful.
There's a lot to say, boy. Gerard Gordon said, signed in just in time.
Welcome, Gerard.
Yes.
Is he new?
Yes,
He's new.
Hi.
Yes, welcome to the show.
Nina, hi Nina.
Hi, Nina.
Hi ladies, nice to see your faces, hearts. It's all awful, all of it very harmful and detrimental.
Yes.
Social media.
Yes.
Jay Marley said, hi ladies,
Hi.
social media is controllable. However, phone addiction is a good point.
Yes.
Nia said the beauty standard is rooted in racism and caste system.
That's another part.
Right, and listen to me.
Great point, Nina.
I can get in. Anyway.
Yes.
Hi, Dennis. Said, why? With the seed,
With the
I reach. Massive shout out to mans like Firewolf Man.
Always bringing up each other in the chat and all.
This next week.
All right. They come to Island
love
Girls
it.
Talk to have their own conversation.
I love it.
it.
I love it. Come on, we know where to go next week.
Yeah.
Jay Marley said, phones have become and played a major role in people's lives. Some people are lifeless without it, especially if it's lost. It's like people could date.
Yes, that's what we do. Yes. Guilty.
Yes.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Oh,
We get to
I love when we get calls, man. This is so cool. Guys, let us know.
Yes.
We're in.
Are they
Hello,
on?
caller.
Hello. Welcome
morning.
to the show.
Good day.
Good morning.
Please state
Again,
your
wake up.
name.
Crystal,
Hi, who is this?
Crystal, who is this?
Stefan.
I don't know.
You know what? Let me
Is
just
it
say my name
Jamil?
before I get 10 wrong names.
Jamil?
Before I get 10 wrong names.
Is this
Yes,
J
it is.
Revolution?
You call me Stefan first.
No, that was me.
I'm
That was
going
me.
by the
Sam.
name
That
of
was Sam.
Stefan.
That was Sam.
Is this J Revolution?
Crystal, it is I. Crystal, it is I.
It is he.
It
It is
not
he.
anyone.
No, I want to hear him say it.
This is
Yeah!
indeed J Revolution.
You know how long Jamil and call this show? How you doing, Jamil? You know,
Twice a
Jamil
month,
was on
isn't it?
Tempo the other day. Mind you,
For
Tempo
real?
is on, we are on Tempo
Tempo.
tonight at 8 p.m. So after you've had your fix right here, go over to Tempo and watch us. We are recapping season 1. And Jamil was on Monday. He was on
I love
for
that.
Guys' Perspective.
And
And we spoke about
and
male privilege. That's what we spoke about in that
He
conversation.
said, and yes.
And yet, no MCM post. That's crazy.
No what post?
MC.
No MCM post. That's crazy.
Didn't think about
That's,
Going forward, we have
That's
to think about
crazy.
that.
Okay,
That's
going
crazy.
forward.
all
Yes,
all
Jay.
the social media addiction and all that together.
Right?
That's okay.
Jay,
That's
what say
okay.
you about this topic? You know, Jamil always he comes with pertinent points.
I love
Let's
it.
hear
You
you.
know, and we
Let's
love
hear
that.
it.
Well, so the thing with social media addiction, right? It is. I heard somebody mention that it's so bad that a documentary was made, right? And that is there is a lot of real science, and a lot of these data mining centers and brokers know you better than you know yourself.
Yeah.
So they are right. It's when you talk about social media addiction, you have to look at it from the perspective of it's engineered for that.
Yes. Correct.
So it's not something that kind of just happens where you scrolling on your phone.
It was
these
studied.
people keep track. Yeah, these people keep track of your habits and your searches across multiple platforms. Correct.
Excellent.
And it's engineered for you. It's not engineered for like a generalization. Even though a lot of us share similar interests and stuff like that. Like, listen, like I know I looking for some glasses there. Zilol can't stop showing up on my feed. I search once. Oh my God. I search once. And every day is Zilol about glasses, this and glasses. I don't know why I want all this shit. So I'm saying, right, yes, correct, right? So immediately you could see I search Zilol once and those sort of things.
Yeah.
What I want to mention, I don't know if you all mentioned it because I was in and out. I think that what a lot of people don't take into consideration as well is that people have started to learn that there are certain emotions that trigger you to engage, and a lot of it is just rage bait, and I think the biggest problem I have with social media now is the whole gender war thing.
Oh God!
And it's a lot of times, and I think a lot of times people believe that these people are sharing insightful opinions when really and truly they're just trying to make $1 from clicks. Because I hear people say the most ridiculous things with a serious face, and I'm like, how could you all think this is real? How could you all think a lot of those things are real?
The conversation and the engagement.
Correct.
Absolutely, it is rage based. So I think what I would say for if people have to look out for something, check the way they allow content to affect them.
Yes.
If it triggers you to type something before you even finish watching the whole video, that kind of thing.
Yes.
I think that is the first step to me to disengaging yourself between social media and IRL.
If only people could be that self-aware to catch it in the moment. That's the trick.
And just,
you know, because what he's saying makes complete sense, but then some people get triggered without even realizing that they're playing into.
It's like it feels like based on the topic. I mean, it comes like we're having a topic and people want to share in their opinions on our chats and stuff, right? So we're engaging, and like when you see a topic or something that hit you that you normally talk to your friends about, but you see it later because it now come across your post or your screen or whatever, then you start to engage and leave your comments and stuff like that, So it's good to be that self-aware to say, oh, okay, maybe I don't need to say this now.
No, but even
this post was 2
that,
years ago, Samara,
I feel like, but even to me, self-awareness is almost, I want to say that self-awareness is almost too much depth with somebody madness people is saying and people is biting. Like somebody, like I watched this video where somebody said the other day that, oh, my boyfriend is a janitor who makes $20,000 US a year, and then the other girl's like, that's it? You don't want him to spoil you? And it's clearly scripted, and people are tripping though.
Wow.
Like
I mean, to be honest, you said that, and everybody's reaction in studio was like, what?
That's what I'm saying. But people, but oh God, like if the guy, if your boyfriend is really a janitor making $20,000 US a month, just like doing math, that's not even sustainable.
No,
what are you doing on our podcast? That's what I'm saying. Like deep it for, like if you really deep it for 10 seconds. Like if you deep it, no, for the year, US now. That's what I'm saying. But like,
that's not.
That's what I'm saying, Mama Gil. What you doing on our podcast? You supposed to be kicking it to the street. So what I'm saying is that if like you take 10 seconds, maybe the podcast, but she's our guest, it's not she podcast, right? But I'm just telling people, like if you take 10 seconds to take a deep breath, you'll realize that a lot of this on social media is nonsense.
Yeah, it's trolling.
It's
just professional trolling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I think that is really my only warning for this topic. Like, just take a deep breath before you let this thing rile up. That is all.
Yes,
so good show, ladies. Good topic.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you so
Excellent
much.
point as
Yes.
always.
Blessings, man. Blessings.
Don't be a stranger, Jamil.
Yes.
We need to bring Jamil back.
No,
I swear.
I
Yes.
actually want to expound on that though. Like in terms of so we have that aspect of it, but then we also have like false information.
Are we saying bye to Jamil first?
Yes.
I think
Bye,
she's
Jamil.
still here.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Bye, Jamil. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
I
much.
just want, I really do need to just
Yeah,
the
yeah.
chat.
Let's
The
finish
chat.
up
Don't
the
forget
chats,
your point
'cause
out.
it's gonna keep going.
Very detrimental. Social
Beauty
media
standard.
beauty
Woy
standard,
with
woy,
easy.
Phone. Right. Firewolfman said, Whoa, Dennis Allen, let me know when you're going and we go link up. We're going swimming.
Nice. They're planning. They're planning.
We go next week. Adina and Motivation, good evening. Welcome to the show. She said, hey girls. Firewolfman, rotary dial-up phone. That's the one we're trying to remember.
Rotary dial-up
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Nina said, I've counted how many times I touch my phone in an hour. I've also done this looking at other people. It is 1,000% an addiction. Dennis Allen said, Firewolfman, yes sir. Monday morning session. I ain't doing that. Catching up with a couple friends who taken a swim. Adina and Motivation said, leaving my phone when going to a shoot is the worst because my client's going to be calling me and not getting me, and I wouldn't know how to connect with them. That happened to me once and it was crazy.
Shucks.
Nina said, I was so overwhelmed with social media, post Black Planet and MySpace that I decided to leave Facebook after my first son was born. Wow. I was so disappointed when one of my mom's eldest friends came to visit me and the baby, and they didn't give the good stories that I was used to. Instead, they were on Facebook. I deleted my profile the day after. Then I found Instagram because of the photos and the stupid Facebook. Bought it. Gosh. I was so mad.
Damn.
Firewolfman said one thing that people don't consider is the effect mobile games have on our children. Picture the ills of social media addiction
Those
and
kids go
multiply
nuts
that
for
by
these
100.
games. I've seen the videos of the parents saying, hey, you've been on the game for umpteen hours, time to get off.
But also, how many parents literally, when their child gets bored, just hand them an iPhone?
Yes, why do you do that?
That is
It is the age that we live in.
No, but you are a parent. You could choose your age
but
for
I
your
think about it this way. It's not back in the 90s or the 80s anymore. Schools use
Using
tablets
that
to
as well.
teach. Like it's now become the apparatus and tools
That's
that we
fine for
use
school
in
and home.
That's
learning.
fine for school, but home, you're going to
can't
be
be-
in the 80s with me.
Me too. Yeah, in the 90s,
You going
we
outside.
In the 80s and
You
90s,
going to
the
play
one
with that
thing
tree
to play.
and that is a teacher
That
and
is
you're
your
going
best
to
friend.
leaf.
That tree is
And
your
correct,
house.
that's the student.
That tree is your friend. That tree is his story.
I do believe in a
You are
nice
Pocahontas.
balance. In a nice balance.
We got TV
We got
between 6
the
and
first
8.
computer
First
with
of all,
dial-up.
no TV. My child ain't
Get
watching
creative,
no
man.
TV.
Nah.
But
That's
there
fine.
will be a balance. Like you need to know what nature
Yeah, of
is. You need
course.
to ride a
Yes.
bike, throw a stick, skip rocks.
Climb a
You
tree,
know what I
boy.
mean?
All the things.
And these
A
climb a
balance.
tree.
Fall down, bust up your knee.
Yes,
Never
but-
put some Savlon.
But your screen time will always be monitored and
Yes,
timed.
limited,
You
yeah.
got
Roll
1
on a
hour.
hill. Roll
If
on a
it's for
Sorry.
school and homework, that's
That's
one
different.
thing.
Yeah.
But for recreation, for pleasure, you got an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yes,
tops.
yeah.
That's it.
I don't
It
wanna
has
hear
to be
anything else.
regimented because
Agreed.
yeah, boy.
Also, there's no control on what these kids are seeing now and are exposed to. And realistically,
And those
I mean,
parents,
tell you
those
all these
parents
stories.
I mean,
don't work.
honestly, guys, if we as adults have a social media addiction from what's infiltrating our minds and it affects our mental health and it's affecting our subconscious mind, kids who don't have that level of self-awareness, imagine what's infiltrating theirs.
Those children see the same
They're
things we
see-
seeing on
not-
social
But
media.
they're seeing it in different ways. Like even the kind of shows that
A
we're
little
showing
more
our
quick.
kids, some of the themes that they're dealing with are very adult.
Yes.
And while it's being shared in a
100,000%.
cartoon, does not mean it's suddenly appropriate
Yes.
for children to look at.
Absolutely.
1,000%.
Kids also follow clickbait.
Yes.
Yeah, no. I am hearing from my camp children.
Yeah.
So I know.
Anyway, I'm going back to
We
the chat
finish
quickly.
the chat and then we'll finish the rest of the points.
Adina on Motivation said, but if I'm not using my phone for work, I'd be happy to not have my phone. Fair. Firewolf and said Dennis Allen will surely link on Monday then.
Oh my god.
I like that. The voice lineman. Adventures with Lovey and Matt. Hello.
Hello, that seems very new. Hi.
That is very new. I just upset that I have to start on OnlyFans just to get some views.
Where am I see? I'm not seeing this.
You have to
Go ahead.
scroll, Chris. You have to scroll.
You finished read all of that?
Yeah. She says social media is cheaper than a date, you see.
I feel like that
resonated with all of us.
We need to have a segment. We do.
Adina and Motivation said, Crystal, if you want to take me to brunch, let's go. I'll leave my phone home.
But I'll ask you to bring your camera because you know how long we're supposed to do a photo shoot with Adina.
Scream. Nina said, the folks that let social media control them are filling a void. That's where they're getting their validation. I'm guilty of capturing moments and not being in it because of my photography. She does that as a job. She says a photographer. Really cool. But I've learned to not do that or post everything and anything. Jay Marley said the Ethernet is filled with so much info. It's sad how much people used it for the upload. No, to upload bad info without research. Now everyone wants to be a public figure. It's hard to correct kids now because of social media.
That reminds me of a movie, the animated movie, The Incredibles, I think. Yes. And the little boy villain. He was like, if everyone's it had to do with superpowers. So if everyone is a superhero, no one is.
Yes.
You know, it's kind of like that. If everyone is a celebrity or a public figure, then no one special.
Stick up in another comment to that, right? Remind me.
Full time. Hi, full time. Welcome to the show.
That's Tea Revolution as well.
He said social media does only show me people girl children. Fire Wolfman said lol. Trevor and McMayo said hey Trev. Dig get out bruh. Said tell Samara Malik say hi. Hi Malik who is Dig get out bruh?
Dig get out bruh. So Malik's birthday was today. That's my camper.
Happy birthday to Malik. Happy birthday to Malik. Happy birthday to Malik. Happy birthday to you.
Many more.
I love it. That was a little rough, but
it was a little rough.
I totally know that already.
You know? Dennis Allen said, how she could afford a date on 20 grand? Fake, lol. Jay Molly said, what's sad? People actually follow so-called public figures on social media for the love of bacchanal. Facts. Dennis Allen said, all kicks aside, all you see this pimping versus young brother press really swore.
What's that?
Yeah, the poster, Dennis, because I didn't see it yet.
Ambivalent
level dishonorableness.
Well, we need to see this.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
I actually want
Marsha Hamilton said that was
it's Malik's mommy.
Sorry. Oh, hi Malik's mommy. A few things we were stuck pins in.
Yeah, we have to stick real pins
so let's
because
take
it's
the
so
one
much.
pin out and here you go.
Yes.
What's going on, right? I'm going to hit 2 points quickly because I know we have a lot of points, right?
Yeah.
So first and foremost, that whole celebrity thing, I believe, don't talk about conspiracy theory, but I believe that is the time that we're in. It's not about celebrities on the big platform. That's still happening.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is to get everyone, because we're in the age of self,
yes,
to get everyone to be celebrities just quickly through that.
Yes.
So that also brings mass chaos, which is part of the whole aspect of it. We can go deep, but we're going real bad because we don't want them to know that I know and some of us know. We have some tricks for you too.
I mean, as a celebrity who's not yet a
celebrity.
I genuinely feel like social media kind of proved the initial point of building that platform that anybody could become a celebrity.
Purpose, but that was the plan.
Yeah.
That's part of, because how do you bring order from chaos?
Yes.
Right?
Oh boy.
So we're sticking up in.
We're sticking up in that.
But there's one more point, and this is a really serious point for me because we have so many, but this one, it has made us very desensitized.
Yeah,
I saw a video on Facebook about this guy who, I don't know if it's real or not, but the whole
that's the next thing you don't know what's real or not.
The understanding of what I got from it is what I took from it though. Basically, he was looking like he was going to take his life, pouring gasoline over himself and about to take a match and light himself.
Wow. Oh boy.
And the weirdest thing is that
people cheered him on.
People actually watched him and walked away to protect themselves. Again, age of self, like preservation. They walked away, and only one guy, he was young, he rushed towards him and he hit it off his hand and he hugged up this man. And I was like, at least based on my faith, I was like, this is God.
Yeah.
Because God never wired us to be that selfish.
Yes.
Never.
Facts.
Right? that's to tell you how desensitized that we are, because we live for this and we live for ourselves, and and when somebody in need, we can't even sense that, hey, this person is going to take that, their life is valuable, to shut down your 2 minutes or wherever you was going, to just be there, because we rather tape it, because it was there for me to see, so somebody taping it.
Look at how much school fights and all these things that people will sit down and take.
We didn't reach your pen yet.
Sorry. I don't think I have a pin. I don't remember having a pin. I good. Sorry, I jump in.
It's my pin now.
You fight for your pin, girl.
Sorry.
Let me take a deep inhale.
Just letting you guys know we have about 10 more minutes. We are already 5 minutes over. Yeah. You know, we keep it real on the show.
We could do it.
Go ahead.
First pen, because there's two. One is a thumbtack and one is a thumbnail, right? So first pen is actually part and parcel of what Tals would have just spoken about, of that desensitizing. The fact of the matter is that because we have these devices, a lot of people feel very brazen to say the things they wouldn't normally say in person.
Very true.
Or it's amplified bullies. Trolling is an amplified bully. I don't care if you think it's cool, if you think it's fun, you're a bully.
Trolling is a sport.
And I know of situations where people who, you know, they took the jump and they were brave and they showed up on social media and they got severely bullied on their comments by bullies.
So sad.
It's not like the content was bad, it's just bullies. Because in person, they don't like this person. The person eventually took their life. And people, you know what made it worse is that people celebrated the fact that this person no longer existed on the earth while the family is mourning. Like, what is wrong with you? When I say social media is addictive, it's also conditioning our brain to be programmed a certain way. And I mean, I sound like a conspiracy theorist.
Well, we here for it.
Bring the conspiracy. Because to me, there's a reason that they say life imitates art, right? Art quite literally can mold a society. And social media is becoming digital art that molds a society's mind in the way that we look at things, feel things, or lack thereof, and the way that we process information, and the way that we respond to certain things that we wouldn't necessarily see in our day-to-day lives, we will see it on social media. So that when it does show up in our day-to-day lives, we're already conditioned on how to react and programmed on how to respond. So what would have normally in person bothered you, because you've seen so many videos of people being desensitized, you yourself become desensitized.
Mirroring it,
But that's a human thing,
It is, because people are sheep. My second point
is pretty loud, but I mean,
and when it comes to the way that your phones are always listening, you ever realize you're in conversation with somebody about something and then it shows up on social media?
Absolutely.
That little thing, when you switch your microphone on for different apps, even just having Siri or having Bixby for Samsung users, that listens to everything.
Every single
every
thing.
conversation you have, every phone call you have, every voice note you've ever sent, it's listening to you. And it's literally building what I said at the beginning, that phantom profile, correct, the shadow profile, just for you, so that you can become addicted to this if you ever choose to open the app, pick up your phone, it's there. That's why when you could say, where I like your shoes, where you get that? Payless? What size? Size 7. Payless suddenly showing your ads.
Size 7.
Listen, I think the only way to save
in the exact same shoe, because it's the same IP address, right? If I'm interacting with Sam's IP address and I say, Sam, I like your shoes, and I know this IP address was in Payless, I link the word Payless to that where your IP address was. That IP address is now linked to what a transaction you made as a transaction number. So the exact shoe will come up on your phone.
I don't think people realize just how scary this thing is. It's really a worldwide
that is
web.
Macro to a whole next level. That is Macro to like times past your grandmother and she friends.
That is why. Guys, you have to have a real life.
I was
life
just about to say, best, the only way to really be free in this world is to get off the grid.
But they don't want you off the grid, right? They don't want you off the grid.
Off the grid is freedom. To be truly free, you gotta get off the grid. Throw away the whole phone.
To sort out your mental health.
Go in the country, flee to the mountains and live off the land. You know, they don't want that.
They don't want
you
that.
understand?
They
That's why
want to know
Bill
where
Gates
you
buying up all the land. That's a whole different ball game.
Hey, we
whole
have
different
a
story.
whole conspiracy segment.
I love you all.
We have to do that conspiracy.
I love you all. But we hour
at a time.
Now, before we go, we like to keep with the facts and also give everybody a little nuggets of knowledge here and there. There are a few things that we did not touch on. Of course, we did speak on the self-esteem, like Ruby talked about body image issues and that kind of thing.
The phone addiction.
The phone addiction, which ties into it all. Cyberbullying, we got the trolling and that kind of thing. It will mess with your mental. Dopamine overload as well, the comparisons. One thing we didn't touch on was FOMO. Fear of missing out. That's a big one because
I don't feel that.
Not anymore. Past that stage. But you home doing your thing and then everybody at some fete or whatever and you're feeling no, that don't appeal to me.
It
you know
almost
what I mean?
creeping the other day for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
what about jealousy?
Yes. But what if just one sec with the fear of missing out, it may not apply to like the parties and stuff, but what about something that you are interested in? You guys are actors, right?
Yes.
Maybe some premiere event is happening and some special person that you needed to meet was there and you're not there.
Then,
you're going to get that FOMO, right?
I do.
I
from
probably
time to
more
time.
feel like I would have liked to have been invited so I could say no thanks.
You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
watch it on your IG story.
Other ways it can personally affect you. Let me touch on the jealousy. Of course, the jealousy because everybody posts their best selves on social media. Right? Trust and believe. You don't have a clue what that person really going through. And to that I say, I wouldn't call everybody a pretender. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you want to portray your best selves? No one wants to put. I think that when you put in everything out there, who you're married, who you're with, you break up with them, with somebody else, you have a child, that's too much.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a lot.
Just put the highlights. I'm okay with that. But there's a fine line between that and portraying to be somebody that you are not. You know?
The inauthenticity.
Yes.
I mute real people
but
for
then
that.
everyone else is watching and that feeling of inadequacy.
I think it's like photo albums. It's just that now it's in the public view now.
Yeah.
When you
Correct.
put memories now.
But remember, they have apps where you can manipulate everything.
The filters and the this and the that. But in any case,
it's like literally body shape.
People hating on you now because they think and that in itself is toxic. Because why hate on someone because they're living a life that you think that you should be living? Then go live it.
Or that you want.
But it's all, my point of it all is it's all combobulated and it's like it's breeding all this contempt for each other, jealousy for each other, and it's just it's chaos. It's chaotic and very really toxic, right? And then personally, sleep disturbances. I know for me, you all know like I've been trying to sleep on time. I'm doing okay, but there are times that doom scrolling gets me, and a 4 o'clock a 4 a.m. will hit me. And that's it, zombie the next day.
And then you have to go to coffee, and that's next dopamine.
Yes.
And this is exactly why
so you have to
my
wind
phone
down.
is on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
Mine is from 7.
All right, let me just finish real quick. Another one is the negative content. Case in point, the news.
Oh, geez.
Right, whether you're looking at the TV or your phone,
right now,
the constant bombardment of negative news.
Palestine,
COVID,
Congo.
Yes.
The race wars, the gender wars, the Trump, oh God, give me a break.
Case in point with the COVID.
Yeah, the fear-mongering.
The fear-mongering. That's all we were consuming. Every time you turn on the TV, turn on your phone, it's just that.
Because like if we never had a cold in our life.
But there's also good news going on as well, but just focus on the negative, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
and of course, lastly, isolation.
Yes.
Right? It's very easy to seclude yourself away from people and you just have your phone and and then you don't realize that this thing that they claim is supposed to connect us all is actually what's instrumental in keeping us apart. Yes, I feel it. Right? So guys, I mean, just to keep it, a bit educative and educational for you guys, these are all the ways that this thing called social media affects our mental health in negative ways. But we cannot just bring the negative. We have to hit them with the positive. So let me give them 2 minutes.
Right.
There's some things that you can do to help combat it a little bit. It's just it boils down to the person and how bad you want it. How bad you want to curb this effect that your phone is having on you or social media is having on you. limit your usage.
Yes.
boy.
Right? Do like Ruby, put your phone on do not disturb. No notifications from Instagram, TikTok, nothing.
Or take
and read a
dopamine
book.
detoxes.
Read a book, y'all.
Read
Talk
a
to your
book, read a
family.
book.
Read a book.
You know?
A hardcover.
Right? I would say watch a movie, but that might entail
That's
picking up a
dopamine.
device.
Yeah.
So, you know, take little breaks in between during the day. You know, just put it down, walk away, go for a walk. That
Put
kind
it in
of
the
thing.
next room.
I found that with since I've started back running, I look forward to the little runs with me and my friend because I do have the phone with me. I have to because I have things going on, but I would put it in her. She walks a little fanny pack. I put that in the car keys in her fanny pack, and for the next hour and a half, I'm free.
Yes.
I can't tell you how good it feels.
Nice.
It really does feel good, and I could look at the sun. I could feel the breeze. I could people watch. The rain would drizzle on us, and I'd be like, yes, and I would mimic Ruby. This is the life. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you have these new eyes, and you're like, why was I not looking around before?
Yeah.
You know, and
'Cause you're like
enjoying the present moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just quickly set some boundaries for yourself. Practice some mindfulness. Pray now, pray now.
Just
A little
mindfulness
meditation,
thing.
a little
Just
something. You know, seek out some other activities that could, if you have the time as well, seek out some other activities that could take you away from the phone. A little hiking, a little Latin dancing,
Check
a
out your
little
grandparents
something.
and stuff too. So the older people will be disconnect from them.
Have conversations with
catch
the old
up.
folks. I always say conversations with older people and young children. Fascinating. Fascinating. And if it's way too bad, get some help.
Go to a therapist.
Seek
Just
support.
You might be needing to sort something else in here.
Right?
You're not gonna get it in there.
Right? So guys, I think that's it. We'll end there.
Yes.
Social media isn't all that bad, but it is very addictive.
So
try all your best.
Careful.
You know
Try your
what I mean?
best. My granny used to say that. Try your best.
Right? I think that's it for the topic. I hope you guys.
Yes.
Did you want to finish your chats?
I don't know if I'm allowed to do a tech team. It's
Yes.
Chat.
We will have to check in with you, you know, later.
We owe it to our people.
I will finish it.
So very quickly, Ruby.
Okay.
Finish it.
We'll finish it quickly.
Right. Yeah. Nina said social media is about control and access. We are providing Big Brother access and they have control.
Yes.
Adina also said, yes, Crystal, tell me when you're ready and I'll bring my grandma for sure.
Right.
For those who don't know what I said, keep up. Marsha said, bye, have a good night. See you tomorrow, miss. Bye, Marsha. Jamali said, technology was made and still being improved for the better of all, but people will always use it for the idle reasons.
Right.
Full Time said, social media, if you didn't pay, you're the product.
Absolutely. That we
Nina
are.
said, full time, 100. J. Marley said, that's why the black web is not for all.
Correct.
Lendell said, having a balance of life is key.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Guys, that's all the time we have. We indeed
for the
went
topic.
over, but we
Yes.
do hope that you enjoyed today's topic.
Boy,
Is
did we.
social media affecting our mental health? It's a resounding yes.
Yes.
Right?
Resounding.
Guys, we still have much more show for you. We have our guests coming up. We're very
Yes.
excited. So keep it locked. Do not go anywhere, Sam.
We're going.
We're going
away.
also
We're
big
going.
up KFC.
Big up
Of
KFC.
course, the topic
We
of
have
the day was
real
brought
things.
to you by KFC.
Finger licking good.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
New Absolute Watermelon, always in season. 100% natural watermelon flavor, 0% added sugar. Not for persons under the age of 18. Enjoy responsibly.
I had them like this. KFC nuggets. Back on the menu with a twist. New spicy nuggets, the dark and the dark. KFC nuggets are the best around. Spicy nuggets, the best. With enough dips, no one become test. Swear it's 100% chicken breast. And everybody else be whole second best. Back on the menu with a twist. Never had them like this. Spicy nuggets are the tastiest.
KFC chicken nuggets are back on the menu. Now you can choose between the new hot and spicy flavor or original, or mix them up starting at $24.95 only at KFC.
Wine if you catch the feeling, baby you know what the deal is. I know a way to go, we in the mall for a vibe. I know you want to free it, all of the signs revealing. Don't let me waste the time, come along for the ride. And before you know, yeah, it's up in the air, you back it up right there. Show me your love and bring that waste to mine. Oh, you're pretty like shine up in my face when you laugh at me. Your body tight, show it off for me. Fall in our best line and give thanks for life. Yeah, and we go down like licky-ticky, 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 licky-ticky. We have a style like licky-ticky, licky-ticky, licky-ticky. The way she go like licky-ticky, 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 licky-ticky. Come and we jam like licky-ticky, licky-ticky, licky-ticky. That's the vibe, yeah. That's the vibe, come get it, yo. Hit me with the one drop and let it go. Anywhere the girl, them a dead there, yo. We in your area, oh, I. So baby, baby, come, let we live it up. Tell me when you wanna build it up. Let's get hotter, send it up. You know we like that, yeah. Cause we vibe on top. Yeah, we play every day. And we don't stop. Cause we got love to share, yeah, yeah. Oh, nah, nah. Girl, you are the one, say me ready, yo. Come here for the rum and the rendezvous. Keep it for me nice and steady, yo. And we got jam like licky-ticky, 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 licky-ticky. We have a style like licky-ticky, 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 The way she go like licky-ticky, 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 licky-ticky. Come let me jam like licky-ticky, licky-ticky, licky-ticky. That's the vibe, yeah. Chérie m'baka chez Dieu, oti doudou m'baka chez Dieu. Me gonza pompeo, oh, me gonza pompeo.
It's your island girl.
That's our new thing.
I'm Samara.
I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Ruby Paris. And I'm Talia Alexander.
And if you're now joining us, you're turned by the Lord. But it's okay because we real talk just now, you know.
Yeah.
We had the topic of the day, right? Topic of the day
is social media affecting our mental health.
We had a resounding yes.
Yes.
And if you want to get into depth and see the comments and everything, you had to scroll back, right?
Scroll back.
Right. We caught up, everything we good. Everybody good. It was good. So today, now, we have our Island Girls Spotlight.
I like that.
Right? And we are spotlighting a songbird with over 7 years of teaching experience. And she's just 33 years old.
Young people,
she's right?
young.
Yes, young. She's a
killing it.
vocalist, music teacher, CEO of Sades, and one of the incorporators of the NGO, or the NPO, sorry, the non-profit organization, in case you don't know what NPO is. Right? All Cancers Group TT. She's none other than the Shade Kimberly Jamila Weeks.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I had my middle name.
We had everything.
Put it in the bio.
Yes, doing research here.
Nice. Y'all do your research.
Yes.
Whoa. I've never heard my Poland time name called out.
Not even in school? Not even mommy?
No.
Gosh.
Wait.
Well,
we have your government name
IGT
now.
here. We, you know.
Get on some.
No problem.
Yes, I.
You've done taken on such a great feat in terms of not only overcoming your own journey with it, but starting an NPO. For mainly educating the families and the caretakers of cancer battlers and survivors. Tell us a bit of your journey. Well, before I ask you that, I think the first question I want to ask you, right? Now, knowing that the major purpose is to educate and stuff, what is the greatest positive, funny, most human thing about you that you would want our audience to take away and know about?
I love that.
That's an interesting question. So I'm a bit of a, like, personally, behind closed doors, I love anime and that kind of thing. So I don't tell people about it a lot because, you know, a lot of people think it have a bad connotation at certain types of anime. Not
Right,
all,
yes.
Right? And weirdly enough, I'm growing up watching one of my favorites, no matter how many new anime come out, Samurai X is my absolute favorite.
No joke. Telling you.
We spoke about it just last week.
I legit had a crush on Kenshin.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You know, so I was the one who was really upset about the girls that used to like him and Miss Gamora and stuff. I didn't like them at all because to me, you know, coming next to my boyfriend and was supposed to be mine, but you know, so I was the one who used to had crushes on, you know, anime characters on things. So
I feel you.
I'm a person, I like to. I like my own space. So my favorite movies and shows, because I love movies, I love sci-fi movies, I love, you know, Game of Thrones and
House of Dragon. You caught up? Listen.
Don't get me started because I am a part of the fandom. I am the person that will correct you and let you know who is family and house this and who is this and that. So don't get it wrong. You know, so I will curl up with a good movie and with my snacks and stuff, and you would not hear from me.
That is so amazing. That's really
relatable.
That's fun and totally relatable.
Yeah.
So, guys, I mean, you know, as a human, now we're gonna hold on to that because the topic is deep, right? Because now we're gonna get and tell us a bit of your journey.
Right. So, the journey for me when I started. Going to UTT in 2017 to pursue my bachelor's degree. Just, you know, wanting to get my degree in music because I was already teaching at the time.
Right.
Part-time, right? And I wanted to get my degree because I always had an knack for teaching kids, and I enjoy teaching kids.
That's so good.
You know, so started my degree, and we are 2 years in. You know, it was an uphill climb, you know, financially as well doing it, but then, you know, I usually do, you know, at home every month I do my breast exams and stuff, you know, just to check and make sure everything is okay. We were educated about that in secondary school.
Oh, wow.
You know, I remember
what secondary school is this?
Daily high school.
Okay. All right. Pick up baby.
Yes. So when I remember that from when I was 16 years old. So when I did it, I felt this lump on my left breast, and I was like, I started to panic. I started to cry. I called my friend. I was like, what is this? What is this? So I called my brother, and he was like, because he works at the hospital, and he said, come and go down to casualty and let them check it out. Right. And from that decision, everything else cascaded into being, you know, this cancer survivor and doing treatments and all these different things.
How old were you at the time?
I was 28 going on 29.
Wow.
Yeah. And you don't really hear about younger persons getting breast cancer. You know, a lot. I remember one of the doctors told me that I have like an old lady kind of breast cancer, because it's usually older women that would get this type of cancer. So, you know, the parameters now where getting, you know, cancer detection is changing based on, you know, your environment and how you eat and everything. It's changing. So I myself, you know, it was shocking to me. It started off as, you know, stage 0. It was DCIS. You know, that's basically stage 0. There was no, you know, like imminent threats. It was really just, you know, the protocol would have just been to cut it out, and I know I would have been fine. But you know, not to, and I don't want to bash on the health system, because I did have a really good team, surgical team. I had these doctors who were amazing. The oncology from St. James and from San Fernando General Hospital. I prayed really hard. I'm a praying person. My relationship with God is what got me through everything. So he put the right doctors and nurses, everybody that had to take care of me in my week.
Wow.
Right? So outside of that, our system is overwhelmed, and there is, we're dealing with everybody in South.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So, sometimes you don't get the results as quickly as you need it. So when you're
Right.
waiting,
Things
cancer
get
is
worse.
a time sensitive.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
It is.
So when I finally got all of my, I did my biopsies and everything like that, and they scheduled me for my first surgery. That would have been back in 2019. I did a reconstruction and everything, and they said that they got everything clean margins, but then the margins that they cut out came back positive also for DCIS.
Oh, Lord.
They went back again.
High pressure.
In a second surgery in 2 years. In 1 year, sorry, right? And then those margins came back positive. So one of the doctor told me, if this is the case, then it means that it's probably everywhere.
Wow.
In my breast. Right? So we did, I got, after I was healing from that second surgery, coming down to the end of the year, I was experiencing a lot of pain. I remember waking up a Saturday morning just in pain, and I bawled out, and my mom came and she was like, what happened? I was like, my breast is hurting me. I still was healing from the last surgery. The stitches came out and everything like that. So, I'm thinking it's a complication, or it probably like an abscess or something like that.
Yeah.
So went back, they did the test, they told me it would have been an abscess, but then when they sent me for it to get aspirated, the doctor told me, this is not presenting like an abscess at all. Now, I'm summarizing everything, but I'm leaving out all of the trips, regular trips, and I'm going to school while I'm doing this. I will I did my first biopsy. They put the tape on it, and then I went to school because we had choir in the evening. And in the middle of choir, I would go in back to change my bandage, go back to class, and no, I wouldn't tell. I'm not the type of person to go and tell people these things. Something is really wrong.
Yes,
and I was determined I wanted to finish my degree because I did not want to be in my 30s still doing this degree, and it's still same thing happened. But I didn't want to take time off because I was getting full gate funding and everything.
Right. Yeah.
So when that happened, my mom, she was like, let us just go privately, because at that time, with the back and forth and everything, and the inconsistency with the diagnosis, my mom was like, let's go privately. And we went to Gulvey Medical. My aunt and some friends, close family friends, and they pulled together the cost of the test, and the cost like about a little over $8,000.
Okay.
And we pulled together that, and the doctor there just took one look at me, and he's like, he already knows what this is. Because he specializes in that. And and this is the thing, privately, I got those tests done, and within a week and a half, I had the results.
Yes.
Privately, $8,000 later. Right?
Yeah.
So we see where there is a need.
Exactly.
Where there is room for
improvement.
A lot of
improvement.
Right? And he sat me and my aunt down and my mom and was like, well, it is stage 3. It is an aggressive, invasive carcinoma breast cancer.
Wow.
So it was stage 3B, and my mom is just there, and I'm sitting like, I think I started to laugh because I was like, in my mind, I was like, seriously?
You can't be
I'm going into my 3rd year. I already had 2 surgeries that were supposed to hopefully be curative.
Exactly.
Correct.
And starting at the disease,
Exactly.
basically starting at 0 to jump to 3.
Within the space of a year and a half, we are at stage 3. Right?
Wow.
And at least 1 or 2 of my lymph nodes were already starting to be affected. So this is coming down to the end of this is 2020, right? I got that diagnosis right before the government would have announced that we are going on the shutdown for.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So. Wow.
Without taking it too deep, because I know sometimes you just have like a flashback of that. But what was your resolve after hearing all of that and the shutdown and all of that? Like, what was your temperament then, and then the plan moving forward? Like, how did you even
see it?
Yeah,
See your way
you
through.
summarize all of that
Yeah.
at one time, like.
Honestly, I wasn't going to fight it at all. That was my. I was dealing with school and so much, and I was really tired because what I was working on the weekends teaching, and the money that I made was just enough for me to go to school.
Right.
So I was just working to get to school. You know, finances were really tight. You know, so we didn't always have a lot to eat and all these things. So it was really difficult. And I sat down when I reached the school. I went to school the other day because I called my friends the same day, and I told a few of them, and then I came to school the other day because I knew I would have had to tell some of my lecturers what's going on. And I sat down in one of the empty classrooms, and I was like, I don't have the energy to do this. I don't. And I was talking to God. I said, if you want me to live through this, you have to do it. Because I am very, very prepared to just let it take its course. And then, you know.
That's it. Bye.
Honest. Like, I talk to God as normal as I would talk to anybody.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? So I said that, and I said, if you want me to live through this, you have to do it. I can't do it. And I think in that moment, that is when God was just there, like waiting for me to just allow him to take the control, because he did exactly that. And that was probably one of the most defining moments in my faith relationship with him, because I always was the type of person to want to, you know, have my hand on the wheel and God say, like, are you gonna let me drive?
Can you just be a passenger princess?
Exactly. You know, and it really changed the way I looked at, you know, how my relationship with him went, and my faith increased incredibly. Then, because when I say he took care of everything, he took care of everything. When I prayed for uncommon favor during that season, it was remarkable that when we would go to St. James and you know, there's so much people there already, and somebody would see me and say, like, what you here for? And she'd come and I'm see, I was like, come inside.
Yes. Priority one time.
Right before, you know, and then now we on lockdown. The specialist told me I should have started chemo yesterday. Right, so and that was around February of 2020. So I didn't actually start chemo until like May, June.
Right. Wow.
Right, because remember the lockdown happened. COVID is
all kind of
in everything. It's in full effect. So me being able to all clinics were being shut down, so I started to panic. I was like, so how am I going to start to get registered for chemo, for radiation, all these different things? How am I even going to be able to get surgery? What's going on? Because everything shut down, and they did say it was only priority persons and clinic to come out. So when they finally started chemo, every chemo session that I went to, I prayed right before. I was like, God, just take me through this chemo session, because my protocol was 16 cycles of chemo, a single breast mastectomy, so that I had to cut it off, and then 15 radiation therapy sessions.
Wow. That is a lot,
and I did all of that under a year.
Wow.
And I think with the chemo, a lot of people ask me, it's like, how did you go through chemo? And it's like, I say prayer, because of the fact that right before I would go to chemo and pray, I would dress like if I was going out.
Right.
Nice. Even though I'm going clinic.
Mindset.
Right. One of the nurses always tell me, like, half the battle with cancer is
hair.
Right. That is why, a support system and
that is so
important. Very important. The
Yes.
caretakers are just as much as a part of the journey as the person being in it. And my mom,
Thank God, moms.
My mom, oh God,
great support.
She rose to the occasion in a way like I didn't have to worry, because she is like she took
a child.
That's there.
That's a baby,
My mom did everything for me, every single thing. She, if I needed help in the bathroom, she made my food. Mind you, I wasn't being able to taste anything because my taste buds were gone. But my mom did everything. But the other side of that is that it was very hard for her. It was hard. I remember talking with her time, and this is her story, so I won't venture into the air. But she did admit to me, it's like it was times where she almost didn't want to come home because it was really stressful. And then being on lockdown is mentally already.
Oh, yes.
It was really difficult. So my mom was like a trooper. It was just me and her.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, Mom, big up you.
Yes.
So just with all the angels. Not had her back.
Changing gears a little bit now. We've heard about this trying journey you've been on and still probably, rallying on in. What was the transition like from that to being full-fledged advocate for cancer survivors and whatnot? What was the catalyst that started the all cancer?
The music therapy service and the counseling services and stuff like that.
Guide us through that.
Yeah, so
as quickly as you can.
Yes, definitely. So basically, during having gone through all of that, I would have gotten to see firsthand the need that a lot of cancer patients have within the health system, right? And even now, I'm in the final phase of my treatment where it's oral treatment. So a lot of people don't know is that after you finish chemo or your surgery, your protocol is that you some based on the type of cancer that you have, you continue on with oral treatment for a few years. So mine is like 5 to 8 years.
Okay.
And it puts me in a position where I am in a medically induced menopausal situation. The tablets that I have to take, to prevent reoccurrence and all these different things. It's a lot. And a lot of people think that after chemo, that's it.
Yes. It does sound like that. They make it sound like that. After chemo, I'm good, I'm done. Yeah.
But the thing, and I keep having these encounters with persons that are saying, I didn't know you are a cancer survivor. You don't look
fine. Yeah.
And it's like you still it still have stuff to do after. It's like people are really not educated. And they don't, and it's not really their fault per se. It's just that we need to push more with cancer awareness and education. Even this week while I was in the hospital, when I had to go to the clinic, one of the persons in the hospital was like, I didn't know all of that you said. Like, she genuinely did not know. And it just kind of reinforced the reason why I wanted to start it's been about a year in the making. Sorry about the stuttering.
No, it's okay, don't worry.
But I had the vision for it back in 2022, and it didn't start putting things in place until last year.
Well,
a lot of people around me are getting diagnosed with cancer young. I lost a friend last month to cancer, and she was a part of the foundation.
Oh my God.
I lost a spiritual mother to cancer.
Oh, no.
We lost a lot of people, and it just made me realize, and some of their stories in terms of.
All right, guys, stick up
Sorry.
in. We are getting a call, and on this show, we do accommodate. You don't know if it's somebody who might want to talk to our guests. So let's put them on.
Hi,
hello, caller. Welcome to the show. Hello. Are they on?
Hi.
Raise the volume a bit, guys. All right, caller, louder? We need you to speak a little louder, as loud as you can, actually. Nothing? No. All right, caller. Hello, who is speaking?
Hello.
Hi, caller. Who's speaking? All right. Hello. Welcome to the show, Stefan. Welcome to the show. So.
It was lady.
Hello.
Yes.
All right, Stefan. So we currently have a guest on. Do you have something that you would like to ask or share with our guest?
Well, just saying good afternoon, everybody. Watching the show.
Good evening, Stefan. Good evening.
Man, you look everything, and properly.
All right.
I'm watching the show in 2080 right now.
All right. Well, Steph, as always, we're happy to have you on, but we have a guest here. Would you like to ask a question or share something with our guest? We lost him. All right.
The connection seems to be a bit choppy today with all the rain, I guess.
Yes, Stefan, we're so sorry about that. But
guys, don't forget, if you have anything you want to ask or anything you want to share, you can call us at 466 for O.U.R. That's 466-4687.
Absolutely. Yes, my love, you were saying.
Yes. So basically, in a nutshell, I saw a need for a lot more education where cancer is concerned, not just breast cancer, but for all different types of cancers. And for the system with our health system where cancer is concerned, and the response time where there's a lot of improvement, a need for improvement there. And I wanted to create an institution or an organization that would be able to help filter that where it's just cancer focused, because the hospital has to focus on everything, including cancer. But like I said earlier, cancer is time sensitive, and a month could mean the difference between being at stage 1 or stage 2,
0 to 3.
Correct. So I'm hoping that my organization it would be able to grow into what I envision it to be, where we would be having all year round cancer campaigns, to educate from a young age. Because if I wasn't educated on how to do my own breast exam,
you would have never known.
I would have never known. And a lot of young people don't know this. A lot of young people are being diagnosed with cancer.
No, because I think it's something we take for granted. Like,
there are places to go for screening. You
go
can
and get
also go
checked.
to health centers for screening. There's information out there, and if we're not looking for it and it's not being presented constantly in front of you, we are going to not.
I think what your school did was actually pretty good. As you can see, Samara's genuine response is because not every school is actually on you to do that all the time the way. So I think that actually helps, obviously, for you to detect what you were going through. I think that needs to be addressed in this country, that we need to really do things like that. I personally have family who is going through things like that right now. I actually lost a family friend to that as well. I want to find out from you, what would be your advice or encouragement to those who probably currently going through what you have been through as well? What would you share to them to encourage them on that very challenging process?
Firstly, you have to really sort of filter out the negative. You have to really filter your space. I had to do that. A lot of people will mean well. They will message, and I got the same thing. People message, I know this person who tried this, and this person. Some of those things, gives false hope, and then it kind of takes your focus away from what you need to have it on, which is yourself and your wellness, right? And your mental health is so important during that time. Everybody wouldn't believe the same, but my relationship with God took me through that prayer. We were on lockdown, so there wasn't much to where places to go to distract and for peace and all these different things. So I spent a lot of time in prayer. Your support system, you have to stay positive. Cancer does not mean death, because I'm still here.
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
as Nina rightfully said in the chat, she said, "I'm so glad you are here. What a journey."
Thank you.
Thank you. I just have one more question.
Sure,
Sorry,
no
this is just one question from Ruby. I could do one question.
Yes.
For those who, are close to someone who is currently going through chemo, how can you give support? If it's not through the links or sending a good word, what can you do if you, want to be there for a friend or loved one or somebody that you go to work with? How can you show up for that person?
You literally show up, right? So, back again to my experience, I could not have anyone inside.
Yes, right.
When we were doing chemo, right? But now, as the parameters are a little looser now, of course you have to be aware if you have the flu or anything, you can't go into the space like that. But go there. Sometimes some chemotherapy sessions last about 3 hours, right? My first set of sessions started about half an hour, 45 minutes, and then it went to an hour and a half. Wow. But there were persons that were there for 3 hours, just sitting there. And it could get, I mean, it's not a painful process, but after your body is weak, you know, it's always nice to just be there, and you don't have to talk about cancer.
Right, yes. Just don't. We are already there.
Talk about anything else. You know, laugh, talk, support. You don't have to talk. Sometimes just being physically present and being there. I had so many moments where, you know, my friends would be on the phone with me and we just talking, and then in that moment I might end up just crying. It's like the process itself sometimes is just so much on your body. It literally makes you feel like if your body is attacking you, and you're like, why are you doing this to me?
Are we fighting?
You know, why are we fighting? And I'm trying so hard, and it's such a long, painful process that just being supportive and just being there, and this is why the counseling services that we want to provide are important, because it's not just for the cancer patient, but it's for the caretakers and the persons around them. We want to have those sessions for person to understand what it's like for the cancer patient, and for the cancer patient to understand what it's like for the caretaker, so that they can work together.
Thank you for that.
Know?
Lovely. On that note, I know you have an event coming up in October. So tell us.
It's called the Health Fair and Concert on October 5th.
So what can people expect at this, as well as just leave us with the socials and where they can follow and find and contact for tickets and other things?
So the event is, on October 5th. It's called the Cancer All-Inclusive event. It's a health fair. It's going to be from 9 a.m. in the morning to 6:30. Right? So the health fair aspect of it is going to be from 9 to about 3. We're going to have aerobics. We're going to have we are actually partnering with the Ministry of Health. They're going to have the promotional material for the different types of cancers, for health screening, mental health. We are hoping if we get sponsorship. So for those of you who know anybody who may want to give us some sponsorship, we have our budget. You know, right? We want to provide, pap smears as well for women there, because we are located. We're going to have it at the Pleasantville Community Center, which is right in the back of the Pleasantville Health Center.
Great.
Exactly. So we're gonna have persons in there to do their health screenings as well too. We're gonna have food. We're going to have some aerobics. We're gonna have the concert that's gonna start from 4 p.m. to just encourage crowd interaction and engagement for people to just start the process of getting information out there. So
where can we get tickets?
It's free.
It's free.
That's why. That's why we need the sponsorship. We want to provide something.
Come on.
Because I mean, health should not be. You shouldn't have to pay to get information about your health.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we basically saying that we're bringing the information to you. Come. Get your screening, get your health stuff done, talk about your mental health, get your pressure tested if you want to do HIV testing, get all those things done, get the information about the different types of cancers.
We are getting a call again, and they cut off.
The All Cancers Group TT. Are you on Instagram or any socials?
Yes, so on Instagram we are at allcancers.tt, and on Facebook we are the wrong thing. I'm saying the wrong thing. It happens. Instagram, it's at allcancersgroup.tt. Facebook is the allcancersgroup.tt. Right? We have a link on the pages. We have a link tree account that will send you to our website as well, to all of the information. When we're going to be having fundraisers, please feel free to donate. And sponsor.
Calling all sponsors.
This is basically you helping us help you.
Fantastic. Shade, we want to thank you so much for coming here and sharing your story.
I had a time. I really enjoy. You all have awesome energy. Thank
you. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We have another guest in studio as well. So after this, don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Stay right there, man. All right, cool.
Take us to commercial. No. Go to commercial.
So new It's so radical.
New, the KFC Double Stacker Sandwich. 2 crispy chicken fillets sandwiched with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
So new. So radical.
Order your Double Stacker Sandwich now via the app or KFC.com. It's finger-licking good.
Parents, get ready to make this Java one your kids will never forget with La Jolla Tropi Camp for children ages 5 to 12. For over 30 years, La Jolla Tropi Camp has been the highlight of Java, offering a wide range of activities to keep your little ones engaged and entertained. From football to cricket, swimming to arts and crafts, there's something for every child to enjoy. Registration opens mid-June, so mark your calendars. Don't miss out on the chance to secure your child's spot in this unforgettable Java adventure. We know how busy parents can be, so we offer early drop-off and late pickup options for your convenience. No need to stress. We've got you covered. And what's Java without exciting field trips? Each week, our campers embark on thrilling adventures to local attractions, parks, and more. Conveniently located at the La Jolla Sporting Complex area with easy access to all major modes of transport. Getting to and from La Jolla Tropi Camp is a breeze for parents. Plus, our experienced and fun counselors are dedicated to creating a safe and inclusive environment. Spots fill up fast, so secure your space when registration opens. Call 225-4375, extension 5318 today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Ladies, line up. No jokey thing, you know. A real proper breakout. Line up, line up, line up, line up, line up. When it come to party, I like y'all. Don't want no man, wanna see the party up and down. Make it jump, jump. If you see the smallie in the dance, look up and dance. I ain't seen no faces, only waist, only bump. Make it tick tick, flip it like your gymnastic. It rain I made from plastic. That thing automatic. Look good, I see and I want it. Don't stop now, that's good practice. Oh yes, girl, make it nasty. Bend over, show me a panty. Oi, you shutting it down, down. You're sending me down, down. You're showing your tongue, tongue. Waistline go wrong, 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 wrong and Rosie. Wrong, 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 wrong and Rosie. Where the girl them? On your body for me, on your body for me. Where the girl them? On your body for me, on your body. Wrong, 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 wrong and Rosie. Wrong, 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 wrong and Rosie. Wrong, 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 wrong and Rosie. Wrong, wrong and Rosie. When it come to party, I like y'all. I don't want no man. If you know you're boring in the dance, then stay in your house. Plus, I like them loose, sweet but wet and sticky like juice. Plus, I don't mind juice. 3 or 4, I just can't choose. Skin it talk when you shake, make your body vibrate. When you bend in a break, 'cause you know for gyrate. Bite your lip, you a freak. Left cheek, right cheek. 'Cause you know that you do when you look back on. Oi, you shutting it down. You're sending me down, down. You're showing your tongue, tongue. Waistline go wrong, 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 wrong and Rosie. Wrong, 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 wrong and Rosie. Where the girl them? On your body for me, on your body for me. Where the girl them? On your body for me, on your body for me. Wrong, 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 wrong and Rosie. Wrong, 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 wrong and Rosie. Wrong, 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 wrong and Rosie. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Side to
that good portion in the dark day. Walking in the fast lane, looking for a spark. Stay burning in the moonlight, trying to make a mark. Revolving like a fast train till we reach the top. So searching for that good caution in the dark day. Walking in the fast lane, looking for a spark. Stay burning in the moonlight, trying to make a mark. Revolving like a fast train till we reach the top. Planes flying past the field, trying to focus on this bed. No time to get up in my head, trying to take it all instead. Yeah, you know I got the skill, baby, yeah, I got the will. Taking over, it's a group right 90-90 on the bill. Straight shooting for the kill. Don't make me a model, watch me wait.
And welcome back, guys. Island Girls. If you're now joining us, you missed our last amazing guest, Sade Weeks. And we'll just roll back for that, right? We also had the topic of the day is social media affecting your mental health. We had the resounding yes. And we checked in, quick check-in. You know, we kept trying to keep it tight, even though we're going over a little. But it's okay, we're here. And we have, I'm Samara Lalu.
I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Ruby
And I'm Talia Alexander.
And today, our second guest, we're doing a little special today, right? We have the men's advocate and entrepreneur, right? With over 10 years of experience in the health and wellness industry.
Fitness
we have a fitness trainer and like all-round men's advocate, health and wellness. I don't want to say beauty because men don't want to think they're beautiful, but men are beautiful.
Men are beautiful.
I say
men are very beautiful.
I say beauty. Let's hold it.
Thank you. We have beauty too. We have none other than God Voisin.
Welcome.
Say that again.
Is that your? Did I pronounce it wrong?
You are one of the few people that pronounced my name correctly. Voisin. Thank you.
I said
Oh boy.
Very nice.
So we're jumping right in because I know everybody want to ask questions.
Let's get some questions going.
Right? So I know you're a man and it might be a little obvious, but what exactly prompted to have this main focus and where you're at now in everything mental health and the topics that you actually cover in your work?
Okay, interesting, but very, very essential. I think we're at a stage, you guys were talking about social media before, in terms of, some people were taking vacations from social media. I think one of the things with social media right now is to not use, but utilize.
Yes.
So my job is to utilize social media to stop the pitting of men against women.
Right.
That's why you'll find me in the middle of this show on the short seat with you.
It's to keep my height to be my
height. On the same level, which is fine. Mainly because I think we have a disconnect that a lot of people are either afraid to talk about or a lot of people are voicing their opinion louder than others. Yeah. So you're only hearing one side of it.
Yes.
I've been in this industry for a long time. I have people that could vouch for that. And the main thing you continue to see is that everything around us is changing as men, except men.
Yeah.
So the idea.
You said it, not me.
No. Well, this is the reason why I'm saying it because I feel as though a lot of times you would hear the woman say it and the men would take offense to it. So we want somebody to say it. Recently, somebody told me, "Hey, you're championing for men." Not really, you're championing for myself because I'm surrounded by women in my household.
Right.
And it is one of the things where you see men coming up with a cultural stigma that they have and unwilling to change it, mainly because nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, 100%.
So we're about to change that here.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons why I've been on this. And this year has been a little bit more focused because there's a little bit more traveling, a little bit more conversation. Today I had a meeting about it. Yesterday I had one the day before that. And I'm peopling, which is not a thing that I like to do as much. But I think it is necessary.
Yes, it is.
So it's just to kind of bridge that gap now and let's see what we can do from both sides, not just one guy yelling as he's pumping his chest, but more effective communication in a way that people don't just listen to respond, but to also not just to understand but also to comprehend.
100%.
And in doing so, you've hosted a show on TV6.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. Well, first of all, shout out to Dellison and Mr. Crossley, because I like to give these people credit because three of us actually worked in the show. We were actually in different places. I was in LA. Dellison was in Barbados, I think, and Crossley was in Trinidad. The main idea of the show was to educate.
What's the name of it?
The fellas.
The fellas.
The fellas.
Okay.
Yeah, so and it was mainly education, talking about like the way that you present yourself as a man. We talked about mental health issues, which I kind of want to touch on if we have time.
Please.
Right, and just to kind of get it out there where men found that there was a space for them, and a lot of times you find men will see it and don't say anything about it because they don't think it's there for them.
Yeah.
But that was what the idea was behind it.
Okay.
Excellent.
With the fellas, with the fellas. Sorry, sounds like a lineman.
Yeah.
With the fellas.
I guess it should
change the
be.
name of it.
No, I think
from
it's
the
great.
fellas to the fellas.
Oh, I thought it was
Even
even fellas. That's what you
better.
said.
Even
The fellas.
better.
It was too-
Proper.
it was too
It's
proper.
so standard.
So now we're going to
Caribbean
different routes.
Yes,
The
I love
fellas.
that.
You agree with that? You
Yeah,
agree?
I agree. Pretty
Come
We
on.
go with them, the fellas.
The fellas.
In your conversations with the fellas and them, what have you observed has been the reoccurring theme when it comes to men and mental health? I mean, you touched on the fact that these conversations are happening, but when it comes to mental health, what have you observed has been the most reoccurring? Maybe a theme is really. I'm just repeating myself at this point, but the theme, perhaps, that keeps coming back up when you have these conversations.
Okay, so before we answer that, let me ask you guys a question. If you have a mental health issue, where do you go?
To a
It's a therapist.
Where else could you go in Trinidad and Tobago for mental health?
The church.
Counselors, pastors.
Okay. If you
I
ask
don't
a
go
guy,
nowhere. Sorry.
mental health equals crazy. Crazy means St. Anne's. I am not going to St. Anne's.
Wow.
Okay. So one of the things you find a lot with mental health stuff when it comes to men is that one, we've never been taught how to solve that problem.
Yeah.
We've taught how to push that problem to the side, how to push it to the back, and never really solve it. The idea now is to give people the education of where you can go to, like you say, therapy, right? A lot of the things that are formed around mental health are formed for women. Again, nothing against that. Now we have to find ways to create something for men because the issues will be totally different. Correct?
Yes,
You
for
agree?
sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So a lot of it now is just to kind of give people more options. But what I keep hearing from conversations is that one, I don't know how to communicate it.
Yeah.
And two, my environment is not a safe enough environment to communicate it.
That is
Right?
Yes.
And see that word safe?
So true.
Safe does not have a gender.
No, it does not. It does not.
What I would
Agreed.
say to that is, and whilst I agree with you, I would say I feel as though women we're kind of programmed and socially supported to share our thoughts more openly. How do we create or kind of assist in creating safer spaces for men to feel comfortable to share their emotional distress, or they're upset about something, or their disappointment, or even just feeling undervalued or ignored, which things men face but normally don't feel confident or comfortable to share. And they kind of just suppress it. How can we
Be
make
there for them.
But
So
like,
key.
I think
be
it's one
there.
thing to
Oh,
be
what do you
there,
say?
right?
Be there for them?
Just simply be
But
there
I mean,
for them.
But I mean, like,
Don't laugh,
in
don't.
the sense of we can be there quite physically in the same room. But
No.
how do you create a space
Don't laugh
that
at
can
them.
feel that level of safety? 'Cause you
Be
might
there
be
for them. Like
thinking you're
literally
showing up.
articulate and say, listen,
I'm
your
here for you."
feelings are valid.
Yeah.
I hear you. If you let me, allow me to be there for you.
So
what
how
do
do
you
you
need?
treat with men who
Don't laugh at them.
No, not
First of
but
all,
I kind of assume. Don't laugh at people now. God.
It's how people lose laugh.
But
at people
I'm more
feel
speaking
it.
about those men who it's an unlearning that has to happen,
Yes.
right? Because you could say I'm here for you, and you could say, you know, here's a safe space, but if you've always been conditioned to lock that in, which I feel like most Caribbean men have that mindset where they can't be perceived as this and that, and they're almost wary or afraid to share because what point is it for me to bring it up? What's the point of me talking
So
about it?
I like what you said. And what you said is really, really good in theory, but in practical, it is not the same. And
I found too,
and
like with
generally
men
it's
who
not happening.
can't, who don't do well with articulating as well. Sometimes it's not about the words. Sometimes you just sit with them.
Right. So but
sometimes
you have to
like
be
a simple.
you have to be observant of that, right?
Sometimes like learn them. You, the person who's reaching out, obviously have to be observant and self-aware to learn that okay, this way is not getting through to them. I can't talk to them. They don't want to talk about this. They're not very expressive.
Okay, so we're gonna rock the boat.
But you could
How many
sit
of you
with them.
guys have learned how to receive a man that's vulnerable?
How many of us
have learned how to receive? Male people or role models in your,
love
in
a
your
man that's
family.
vulnerable.
No, I'm saying, how many of you have been able to receive that person? The same conversation you're talking about having. If it is that I come to you and I have something I want to say and I'm not good at maybe communicating to you, and it takes some time, would you be patient with me?
Listen, sit and listen. You have to.
Because the reason I'm asking these questions because the questions that I post and the responses that I get, I'm gonna give it back to you. This is the show. This is the show. You guys had all the energy in the world earlier, and I'm happy to be here for that because I feel this is good, right? And a lot of people saying, okay, when I do say it, they use it against me. That's one.
Okay,
that's true.
Right?
Yeah, that is true.
When I am unable to say it, they have no patience with me. That's two.
Right.
3, I'm vulnerable to her, but she doesn't know how to receive my vulnerability.
Right. Yeah.
That's on her.
Yeah,
that is on her. Yeah, exactly.
That's why I say like individuals have to
this
heal.
this is a collective thing
Yes.
because at the end of the day it's a collective problem, right? So and I like what she said, like a lot of it comes from having patience, and I think sometimes we don't have as much patience with men as we should.
Yes, 1,000% I agree.
From a man's perspective,
Yeah.
I feel as though we don't have enough patience with men as we should.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like a lot of people will be like, oh gosh, well, what happened? Just just say it now. You know, and it's always this rough and gruff way of greeting a man who might be vulnerable as it's one to you, you know, and
you always feeling.
Yeah, you know, and it's like that's you have to say.
Giving me the ick. That's really giving me the ick because
I've seen it happen quite a lot.
I've seen it.
Partnerships, men
I
have
think that
started sharing and opening.
Yes,
and the way that the woman in your situation has responded, and you've taken away that safe space. So now it's like I have to second guess every single time now.
Yeah,
that I want to share with you because how different are you basically from a mother, a teacher, a principal, or just some childhood trauma that you would have experienced that unfortunately put onto you by a woman.
Yeah,
because I have a soft spot.
Unfortunately, I've seen that in my home.
I think
it's really rough.
When a man finally gets to a point where he can admit that he is down and out, I think that is special because one, men just don't do that generally, and two, they're doing it, but they're doing it with you. It's now your responsibility to try to help. I said in a previous show that I can't I have an issue with men who cry, but I will expound on that. Not men who cry, but men who have an issue and they have a problem and they express it to you and you're there and you're fighting with them and they're going through it and you're allowing them to go through it. But it's something that you have to gauge. Over time, you realize nothing is being done to try to
change the situation,
elevate the situation, help the situation, improve the situation. Yes.
Okay.
Then you will know. You don't. There's no set time frame, but you will know eventually. Like this person just wants to wallow.
Yeah.
That's when I become.
Yeah,
I that's when you're starting to lose me.
And that's fine if
because I'm ready.
You have those, right?
Yeah, I'm ready to help. And you go through your time to cry and get. I'm there for you. I'm riding through, lean on my shoulder as much as you need.
Yeah.
Right, but there will come. But there will come a time when we will have that conversation. Okay, what are we gonna do about this? I hear.
Yeah.
You can lean on me. But when you're not doing it, and I'm like giving you and pointing to you and pointing to you and giving you all the solutions in the world that can help
but
you
what's
actually,
your lock-off time
but
for
you're
that?
not doing that, dude. I was with that person.
I know what to say. We have to talk about this story separate.
And
this is us.
But I do have another question for you, God. When it comes to men and for our male viewers watching, because we do have a lot of
we do.
male viewers.
We do.
Yeah, no, they're good, you know.
A lot of men kind of share that, well, they don't talk to their boys the way girls talk to their girls, right? How can guys, because before I ask, how can women provide a safe space? How can guys now become safe spaces for each other to give that kind of support where men feel comfortable sharing what's going on with them?
You don't think that they are?
I don't. I think a lot of guys put on a bravado more so than share vulnerable feelings.
And I think a lot of guys have their boys. They know, even they have a group, but they have one or two that they know they could talk to, like their homies.
There's always that one that they'll have the bromance with, and they can like really.
Right, but that's far and few. So let's talk
Right.
about
Okay.
talk about from a perspective of a man's perspective, right? So as me doing what I do on a general basis, there are a couple people I can reach out to.
Right.
But one, we're not on the same level, and people think about levels in a negative way. It's not. Right? Some people are just on another level from you. Your game is to get there, and your aim is to pull people with you if they want to come with you. But you have to figure out that the cultural aspect of men in the Caribbean, as we talk about the Caribbean, because I want to start here first. I want to start home first. In the Caribbean, when we talk about outings for men, they don't involve conversation really. They involve, let me beat my chest.
Sports.
Let's go on. Let's go on the avenue. Let's go find a distraction. And let's not talk about it. And the minute two men sit down to talk about something that is personal, that is one of the best moments you could get for both people. One who could say, "Hey, wait a minute, I'm going through that same thing," but it does not happen often. So I was going to tell you, the same way we talk about bridging that gap between men and women, men also need men. And it may sound weird to some of the guys, it may sound weird to you.
It's not like homo or whatever.
However, the same way a guy or a son needs his father is the same way men need men, because you can observe a man as much as you want as a woman, but you would not know a man. It's the same thing with a woman, right? That's why when you guys form, you have your thing, you go on a spa day, or you go take care of things, you guys do things together, right? And all those things, regardless of it being social or not, it helps. It's a moment for you. Whereas men are constantly on the go to see who's competing with each other. And this is why I keep saying, people at the top don't compete, they collaborate. So if you want to raise that bar for the men, they have to find ways to collaborate, even if it's in a conversation. And they also have to have men who are willing to listen. Because we no longer have people in the communities that are like the role models. Right now we have celebrity role models on TV, which is fine. But we don't have people in the communities. We don't have the dads in the home. Sometimes you don't have that person that you could go to and talk to. For me, growing up with fitness, there's a guy down the street, saw him the other day. I still said hi to him because he was one of my main influences to get into fitness. And he was that guy. My dad was for football. Right. And so you had that. Now you don't have that. They're lost in the phone. Right? And if they're lost in the phone, they're lost in their ego.
Oh gosh,
But I'm glad that you mentioned fitness, because I just want to bring back up the fact that you are a fitness trainer.
Retired fitness trainer.
Wait to reel it back in, Ruby.
Retired. I don't feel like fitness trainers ever actually retire.
It's a myth.
So I just wanted to ask, how do you marry fitness with male mental health? Because as a trainer or retired trainer, I'm sure you would have had clients who you recognize that their fitness journey is actually a physical manifestation of their own mental journey. So how did your programs merge the two?
Okay, so the training part of it is no longer a thing. However, the conversations are still a thing. So I have clients of mine who I trained in Atlanta maybe 7-8 years ago that will still text me. Now, the thing with that is that I created a safe space for them as clients. One, because most times trainers are normally therapists. They will listen to somebody, they'll talk about their wife, they'll talk about their girlfriend, they'll talk about work, and you just have to listen while you motivate them through the process of fitness. Now, after years of fitness, I realized a lot of the conversations we were having had nothing to do with fitness. It had to do with your mental, right? And they felt better when they left there. One, because they felt good because they felt they were looking good, but also they felt good because they got to talk about it. And that's what is missing. It's just that conversation that I have with somebody who I didn't have to say anything but just listen to them, and then I could check up. Hey, tomorrow, you feeling good? You good? Yeah. Your body, all right? Yeah. Okay, cool. You're good. You're glad you spoke about it yesterday, and they would most likely say yes. So you have where fitness now is physical, and we have a lot of things done for physical. We have screening for physical, but we hardly have the mental, which is the problem.
Facts.
Right? I mean, the obesity thing is a problem regardless, and that's a whole different topic. However, the mental part of the men is something that has been neglected, but also has not been received by the men themselves. So they might think I'm calling them out. I am. They also have to be willing to adapt and to make some changes.
Because it's linked with the emotional as well, right?
It is. Because the fitness part of it is to look good, right? And if you look good, you feel good. Okay,
I think that's to men as the hair salon and spa is to us.
Exactly.
Because what do we end up doing? Talking about
all the things.
Everything.
I think
there's two things I want to touch on. First and foremost, I'm glad that you're actually doing it the way that you're doing it because, with men who already understand and have embraced the mental health journey, it's important for you to rise up and lead and help other men. Because as you said before, there's a closeness between men with men, getting these positive examples of other men, claiming that this is healthy, that it's not something to throw away or be afraid of, or there's a stigma attached to that and whatever. So we need to have men advocating for that.
I think only men can validate men.
Advocate for men, and that's why I said the way that you're doing it.
Yes,
that's brilliant.
Well, it had to be done this way too, because I think being in the industry for a long time, you look at certain people and they say, okay, cool, like we'll pay attention to little things from this person, the car that he drives, if he travels all the time, photo shoots, all these other things, right? And if that is the in, then I'm going to use the in, because we talked about some stuff before, and I felt as though we educated a lot of people. And if you realize something with social media, you also have to entertain them. So we're trying to, I don't know what the middle ground, what that word is, but we're going to find the middle ground that means entertain. Whatever. Right? That's the word from now on.
What did you say? Edutainment.
You need to educate people.
Because you have to think about, one, the younger people, their attention span for what is not fun is gone. So therefore, if who would they look at? We are influenced to buy clothing. We're influenced to buy houses. We're influenced to buy cars. We're influenced to do a bunch of different things, right? I mean, and it's part of society, right? It's conditioning and programming. Okay, fine. Now we're trying to change something that for years and years has been happening that nobody has really been addressing, and everybody else is addressing their other issues. So I thought to myself, if it is that I could be in a space where people are going to say, hey, I like how you do this and do that, even if I bring up the conversation and one person decides they want to make a change for themselves, we have accomplished something.
Because I've noticed that the main thing where people, I'll say people in general, more so men, really start to address their mental health is,
say it.
Only in business.
Yes.
Like when it comes to business.
Okay, but you know why though?
Because it's linked to like...
No. You know why? Tell me why. I'll just either say I agree or disagree. Tell me why.
So
in business, right?
For me, even spiritually, men are wired to work. That's one aspect of it. So when it comes to business, now remember, this is your finance, this is your breadwinning, this is part of the identity of being, well, at least to some men, of part of the identity. So it's like, okay, work-wise, they want me to do this, I have to do it, that type of thing now. So I think for that reason too, because they're very practical. Men are also very practical and logical. So that's why I view it as one aspect. So
I agree, and I will give you a little extra. I like to ask questions too because I like to hear people's perspectives.
Right.
When is the last time you've seen like a business or conference or workshop for men? Like you see them, right? You see them.
You see them
business a lot,
pretty
right?
often.
Often.
Because that's how, as you said before, in terms of identity, that's where they get their value from. Because that's what we tell men, right? Like your value is
get
to
your finances up. Once your finances up, you can
buy the
attract a
house
woman.
and the
You
car
could get
and attract the girls. And then they don't understand that to get to that point, you have to be like today. I've been people in since 11 o'clock this morning.
I would have been exhausted.
Right? and that's to help in a different space because I could be doing other things when it comes to that. Now, the thing with this is that that's how they see their value because that's what's given to them.
Yes,
that's what's
it is true.
They say, listen,
it's very
do
in
you want
right
to
now.
learn who you are as a man? Come to this business workshop and we can figure out how to do it as a man through business.
Right.
So we are not addressing the part of when you do business, like what does depression look like on a man? Like what is all that? We're not addressing those things, but we're telling you, go get that bag. Right? Get the bag.
And you're lazy if you're not as successful.
And then you'll be good.
But
everything else is not being touched on, and yet still the business aspect of it. So you're right. It does come from there, and you are right. It's part of the identity.
All right. So speaking of business, guys, I've got to reel it in.
Yes.
This is starting to look more like a guy's perspective, and this is our spotlight guest.
Yes.
All right.
That's correct.
So keeping it in the time frame we've set for ourselves, I want to bring it back. And you were just speaking about business. So tell us about your business, 2% Inc. You're a co-owner of 2%. It's a skin and hair care company for men.
Nope.
No, for men and women.
People.
So I'm going to.
Because it says here, especially designed for men.
That was the relaxed edition, which is a part of the thing. So I'll shout out the owner and founder, who's a female entrepreneur, Miss Natalie B.
Big up you, Natalie.
Big up you, Natalie B. Right. Came up with the original products, and then from there we kind of went forward with different things. That part of the relaxed edition is also a line of the product that's for men. Relax, because we talk about business, right? So after a long day in the gym or at work, you want to kind of get some rest. Normally, a lot of times it's hard to sleep. When I used to play football and come home, couldn't sleep, used to light a eucalyptus candle. So what we did is we infused eucalyptus. So we infused the eucalyptus in the body butter for men. And I gave it to a couple of people who I was with, a couple of CEOs, some people I had some business with, and they were like, yo, this is great.
Amazing.
So we ramped that out after. So after that, we had the beard oil, then we have our shampoo and conditioner in one for men.
Well,
So they came
men always need two in one. They don't do they don't understand conditioning.
Well, I don't. That's why I was like, no, I need to make something. I need to make something that could literally I could use. So I'm the guinea pig.
Thing that's
so
doing
I'm
everything.
always the guinea pig, but it's fine.
Good,
so there's a beard kit and then the eucalyptus. We're very proud of the eucalyptus body butter because it created a space for men to start or to continue self-care.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Self-care meaning take a moment for yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So that is a part of the business. And like I said, a co-owner and I am chief marketing officer and a couple other things on there. But I have tied a lot of these things back into the thing with the men just because I want it to be something that they pay attention to.
It is a brand extension because it's men's self-care, men's mental health, eucalyptus calming. Yeah. Love it.
Skin and hair care company in general for men and women. Tell us about that now. You spoke about Relax, but tell us about the initial products.
So the initial product is a shea butter. It's all natural products. So the initial product is a shea butter.
Is it done here locally?
You're speaking crystal language here.
I was just thinking he had all natural.
It is. It's online. We're trying different ways to try to see if we could kind of figure some stuff for Trinidad. But now it's online. A lot of people who travel, they normally kind of get this when they come up. And the original shea butter, again, is just more or less skincare your skin, all natural. Then we did something a little bit different. We also have lupus cream. And we have, I'll tell you more about that. We came up with a lupus candle. So I personally know people or someone who had lupus for like over 14 years. And one of the things that I think we neglected is that we don't see how much they go through.
Yes.
So we started off with a lupus candle.
Okay.
And then that went from lupus candle to trying to create a cream for men who have lupus as well, plus hair serum for ladies with lupus. Yeah. So the line is supposed to cover original shea butter, hair oil, regular hair oil, natural hair oil, then the lupus part, and then the men's stuff.
Okay.
So no samples, Garth, or going on?
Yeah, we got samples.
Well, I don't know if anybody has lupus, but we didn't
No. We're talking about the original product.
The thing with the lupus is we also made extra candles. So those I normally bring home here and we normally give them out.
Okay. I have a friend with lupus.
Yeah, we will talk.
Amazing. So you are a man of many hats. You have your hand in almost everything. Did you ask him about the Diamond project? No, you did not.
No.
Yes. So
tell us more about it.
So the Diamond project.
And you are the founder of
Yes.
the Diamond project.
Yes,
I checked it out. What is it about?
So the Diamond project is just a space. We tried a couple of workshops with there. Again, the reception of it was okay. So it's something that will continue. That's how we end up starting up the actual show on television, based on that and some other guys who were working on their own men stuff. It came about because there was a time where I literally had a bouts. I think Mike Tyson was the depression and I was just the bag. So I had to deal with it from that aspect. And a lot of it came through. I also wrote books. So I started writing more through the Diamond project, part of it, and kind of just getting the word out for there. So we still do that.
Right.
And then we connected all the three together. So the Diamond project is one of the things that we've just had there for a while that we now just connected to everything else that had to do.
Fantastic. And speaking of writing,
Yes, ma'am.
Your book.
Tell us.
Yes. So
The journey continues.
yeah, so
That's
journey
what it's called.
continues. One was inspirational food for your journey. That was the first one. Then we had an extended version of that first one, and then the third one was the journey continues to evolve, which I think was one of the best ones because that one sold out in like the first week.
What was the nature of the book? What exactly did you?
What was the journey?
What was the journey? And how did it evolve?
How did it evolve time too?
Well, when we first started with the inspirational food for your journey, I left here. I will tell you how old my son is, but that'll make me very, very old.
Yes, he's here. You know, he said, "Big up, Dad." Kareem was there.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
But I think initially when I left here, I was on a journey to discover things and ended up discovering myself.
Very good. Usually that's it.
Yeah, you know, and that's normally journey most people are on. Hopefully they recognize. I think I recognized that early. So my sister, every time I talk about the book, I have to give credit to my sister for teaching me how to journal when I was younger.
Oh, nice.
Because I had my own little issues. I wanted to write stuff down.
And you know they say men or boys hate to write.
Well, I love writing.
Yeah. That's right.
And that's where most of the stuff came from. So the first book was because I was on a journey to get into like fitness and stuff like that. I took it from one of the books where you could read and then write your thoughts.
Okay, yeah.
So my mom had like a daily bread.
Yeah. Everybody's grandma.
And I think one of those other pastors had a book where you could write your thoughts in. So I kind of took the premise from that. And then I wanted people to use pencils instead of pens because then every 31 days you could go back, erase it, and at least see where you came and then see what you needed to change. And you could revisit the book.
Okay.
The journey continues to evolve was because if I'm being really transparent, at the beginning it was a lot of pictures and handwriting. And my photographer at the time was like, these are great. I'm like, thank you. And the second book was a little bit different. That's why it was extended, more writing. And I think as an author, you want to evolve more into writing. So the third book was mainly writing and less modeling pics or fitness pics. And it was more about getting the thoughts on there. And I think it was one of the better books because people saw the transition or the progression of the book.
Nice. All right, well, Garth, we're running very tight on time, but I want to ask before we wrap up, what are you currently working on? What can we look forward to on your path next?
Lots of peopling with the men's health advocate stuff. I think a lot more conversations happening now, looking to get some more support behind it. It cannot be something that's inconsistent, so I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. I realize I'm not doing it on my own anymore, which is actually pretty good, so I kind of want to see how these people come together. And on top of it, just to kind of keep it more where we understand how effective communication is. And communication where people are not just listening to respond, but to comprehend. I think I said that earlier.
Yes.
That is the main thing. The fitness is part of it. The writing is also part of it. The business is part of it. But these type of conversations, I really don't talk much about the business because I feel as though that is connected. But,
not just hair.
But I appreciate you guys having me on. First of all, that energy was crazy. Right? It was crazy. And I was like, okay, I have to go with the flow. And then I was like, oh, that, I was listening to her stories like, oh, I need to go with the flow somehow. And that was good. I spoke to her before. But I think this is good because it helps to show the willingness
of course
to listen.
Yes.
So I appreciate you guys having me on.
I appreciate you
We just
being
want to
here.
advocate for you being here. Thank you for representing men. Thank you for bringing that open space for them as well. And ladies, we need to do more listening for sure.
Definitely.
Before you go, please leave a word for any man out there that might be struggling with mental health or struggling with expressing their feelings, etc. Something that can lift them up.
I think a lot of times men do not understand that the isolation that they have or that they think they're going through, they're not alone. That there are a lot more people that relate to them than they think. So a lot of the things that you are going through as a man, there is somebody that can relate to you. I think you have to, one, make a better choice of people that you have around you to support you. And two, find ways, if it's not verbally, write it down, send a letter, send an email,
do a vlog.
Find a way to get it out, because a lot of times when you get it off of your brain, it helps you to relax a little bit and see a little bit more clear. So a little more clarity in the confusion.
That's
So I would definitely say the main thing for me, I think, is to choose the people around you.
I think that's a good one because a lot of people, as you say, men, they won't go to anybody You know, so the fact that you say choose better people, choose people, like choose good people, you know, choose someone, not just isolate and be by yourself and think you could do everything on your own.
Because they think they're going through it by themselves.
Yeah, yeah. So, God, tell us your socials. Where can people find you and find your businesses and everything?
All right, social media. I am God Voze on Instagram. 2% Inc. 2, the word percent Inc.
Right.
On Instagram. DMN Project on Instagram.
Spell that there.
Dear men, just like
Dear men.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it could sound
it's
like dear men
it's
or
like
dear,
writing a letter to the man.
Yeah. Like
men.
dear DEARMEN. Dear men.
Dear men.
Nice.
We need to have God back on our guy's perspective for sure.
Perspective, yes.
If we get a slot opening, we will be calling you. If not, look out for us in season 4.
Yeah,
no,
which is very soon. Yeah, just a few months.
Season 4 tomorrow. But no, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. All right, guys. So that is it for
guy.
I did not do it. You should still say it.
I can't believe I actually
You were the one that said, don't make it about that.
Thank God we can myself on this show.
Right? That was it, guys. For guys' perspective.
Just kidding.
Okay, one more time. That was it, guys, for Island Girls Spotlight.
God, you have to do it. You gotta do it.
Let's do it together.
That was it for Island Girls Spotlight.
Yes.
Yeah.
We force you to be silly on this show, you know. Sorry.
I appreciate that. That's
Don't go anywhere, guys. Don't move. Here now, share the link. You still have some more time. We still have more time. So please please share. Even though you'll be late, and we'll tell you you're late when you come back. But that's okay, right?
And call in.
Yes. You can call in at 466 for O.U.R or 466 4687.
Yes.
All right, guys. We'll be back after this. Don't go nowhere.
Go to commercial.
New Absolute Watermelon, always in season. 100% natural watermelon flavor, 0% added sugar. Not for persons under the age of 18. Enjoy responsibly.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Parents, get ready to make this Java one your kids will never forget with La Jolla Tropicamp for children ages 5 to 12. For over 30 years, La Jolla Tropicamp has been the highlight of Java, offering a wide range of activities to keep your little ones engaged and entertained. From football to cricket, swimming to arts and crafts, there's something for every child to enjoy. Registration opens mid-June, so mark your calendars. Don't miss out on the chance to secure your child's spot in this unforgettable Java adventure. We know how busy parents can be, so we offer early drop-off and late pickup options for your convenience. No need to stress. We've got you covered. And what's Java without exciting field trips? Each week, our campers embark on thrilling adventures to local attractions, parks, and more. Conveniently located at the La Jolla Sporting Complex area with easy access to all major modes of transport. Getting to and from La Jolla Tropicamp is a breeze for parents. Plus, our experienced and fun counselors are dedicated to creating a safe and inclusive environment. Spots fill up fast, so secure your space when registration opens. Call 225-4375, extension 5318 today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Baby. Oh, baby, I'm drowning in your love. Never felt a love like this before. The things that you do is never done. My darling, my baby, sugar plum. You define the meaning of your love. A blessing coming from up above. My baby, my darling sugar plum. Love you for forever and a man. Love me up and squeeze me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Jam me up and rough me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want to. We are meant to be. You complete me, baby. We are meant to be. You complete me, baby. Anytime you want, boy, you can put it on me. Put it on me, yeah. Put it on me, baby. Anytime you want, boy, you can put it on me. Put it on me, put it on me. Love me up and squeeze me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Jam me up and rough me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want to. Baby, I'm drowning in your love. Never felt a love like this before. The things that you do is never done. My darling, my baby, shake a plum. You define the meaning of your love. A blessing coming from up above. My baby, my darling, shake a plum. Love you for forever and a man. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Baby. Love me up and squeeze me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Jam me up and rough me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want to. Love me up and squeeze me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Jam me up and rough me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want to. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Baby.
DJ K Quick, mixing up the soca vibes. Keep it locked.
Yeah.
Get your coconut water. It's good for your daughter. Get your coconut water. Give me some of that coconut. All that water go fill me up. Boy, don't give me every drop. I want all of your coconuts. Give me some of that coconut. All that water go fill me up. Boy, don't give me every drop. I want all of your coconuts. I never write your name when I saw you, baby. Na 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 na. My paper is boring and I hear you calling my name. My name. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Coconut water, they good for your data. 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 I love the curve of your face when you touch me, baby. Na 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 na. All that I used to be becomes you and me. Na 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 na. My paper is boring and I hear you calling my name. My name. Na 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 na. they good for your daughter. Coconut water, 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 they good for your daughter.
We are back with more show for you guys. It's the Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Smara Lalu.
I'm Ruby Paris.
And I'm hard-hitting topics. Talia Alexander.
I love that.
I'm Talia Alexander.
Guys, if you're just joining us, you have missed a really good show so
really
far.
have. Yes.
Of course, we started out strong with the topic of the day, sponsored by KFC. Right? Finger licking good. And of course, we discussed the topic, is social media affecting our mental health? Well, yes, it is. Right? Of course, we did things a little differently today. We had 2 back-to-back spotlight guests. We had the lovely Sade Weeks. Right? She is the founder of the TNT All Cancers group. It is such a journey she's been through at such a young age as well. You know, quite the story. We were happy that she came and she was here to share with us. And then followed by Garth Waza, right? Thank God. Good. Big up you, for the pronunciation. Right?
She said Daisy Waza. We had a one.
Garth Waza is a man of many hats, just doing a lot and advocating for men and men's mental health out there. So big up you, Garth. Thank you for sharing your journey.
Yes, thank you for being
Yes,
here.
we'd love to have you on a future Guys Perspective, so you guys can look out for that. Right? But now, it's time for Sip and Spill. Cheers! Where we sip and we spill. What we spilling? Well, we're gonna find out the
We're spilling the absolute vodka watermelon.
That has sponsored this
about to
segment.
say. Sip and Spill is brought to you by Absolute
Vodka
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Oh my goodness. Why are we like this?
I'm basically making myself look like a watermelon.
Yeah. Ooh, lovely, lovely. And guys, it's just us, you know, so go crazy.
Question: what is the worst song in your opinion?
So many.
We had to go and expose somebody today, right?
Yeah.
So many. Anything from nowadays.
Yeah.
True.
I cannot listen to the music
Listen,
now.
honestly speaking, it might not be the. Is it one of the catchiest songs ever of all time, and it became viral on YouTube and like 12. Hope on Gangnam Style. I don't know why
I love that song. That is a classic.
That song, nobody knows what they're singing, but it's one of the catchiest songs ever. Because it's a catchy song, they always make it a good song.
But that's a good song.
I think the worst song for
Call
me.
Me Maybe.
I like that one.
No,
It's
a good
Friday.
That is
gotta
for
get
me.
down on Friday.
That one is the worst for me. That one really
I
is the worst
can't
for
listen
me.
to anything that's currently on the Billboard 100.
I don't even know what it is.
can't.
Fair, yeah.
I can't.
I don't
I
know.
finally get what my parents mean when they're like, today's music is trash.
Yes.
Because honestly, you all are thinking internationally, but I can think of one locally right now. And
Oh,
I can't do them. I need to plead
No problem.
because what is the real singing?
The views of Talia Alexander do not reflect the views of Island Girls Talk.
Later.
Yes.
Right? Just in case you decide to say it, the views of Talia Alexander do not represent the views
That's
of
right.
Island Girls Talk.
That's right. Guys,
Right?
would you rather go without shampoo for the rest of your life or toothpaste without toothpaste for the rest of your life?
Shampoo.
Because
Because you can use apple cider vinegar in the hair.
brush with teeth.
You can use egg, you can use all kind of other things.
Absolutely.
What is your claim to fame? Oh, sorry, who didn't answer yet? Tals.
No, Tals was an agreement. Shampoo.
Okay, what is your claim to fame?
Singing.
Acting.
I'm hoping that it's being kind.
Being kind.
That's the first thing that came to mind. I didn't even think of my career. I was like, I hope that whenever people are like, oh, Ruby, she's kind. Nobody goes.
I don't think anyway.
I really hope they don't define me by my career.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm
I
defined
would
by the
be.
Lord, so
Yeah.
my relationship with him, now.
Yeah. Well, if we have to go like that, I think people might know me as crazy.
Okay, I have some this or that for you guys. I'm gonna give you like a few
Speed
just
round. Go.
back to back.
Go.
All right. Okay, let's go. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Cats. Funny story or a one-liner? Funny story.
One-liner.
Funny story.
Give me the whole thing.
Loud neighbors or nosy neighbors?
Loud.
Loud indeed. Okay. Money or free time?
Free time.
Actually, no.
Money.
Actually, I want to change it. Money. Because I have free time right now.
I'm sorry. In my free time, I make passive income.
Yeah.
Indoors or outdoors? Outdoors.
Yeah.
Cheesecake or brownie?
Cheesecake.
I like both
Brownies. I like both. I can't choose.
Cheesecake brownie.
Yeah.
80s or 90s?
90s.
90s. Okay. Waiting in the merch line or seeing the opener?
Seeing the opener.
What's that?
I don't wait in no merch line. Let them donate.
My goodness.
Merch line? No, I don't get
Merch
that one.
line. Like you
Okay,
go
these
for
are
merch.
real easy. Next time I'm getting all these some steamy ones.
Vibes.
Sweet or salty? Salty.
Sweet.
Ooh, introvert or extrovert?
Ambivert.
Yes.
I would say introvert, but it's probably ambivert as well. Last one.
And I want for all after. Hurry up.
Friends or Seinfeld?
Friends.
And there she is. The Gen Such a Gen Z.
So I fully went like my friends who is Seinfeld. But then I
Two
think, wait, no,
sitcoms.
Friends or
Or
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Friends.
Yeah, for
Friends.
sure.
Friends.
All right, guys.
Okay, go on.
So, what are your best and worst memories from childhood?
Oh gosh, Charles,
Oh,
we're
God,
really
Charles.
dumb,
Short
girl.
Best and
There's no
worst?
short. That's only story
What's the
time.
question?
Best and
What
worst
is
memories.
your best and worst memories from childhood?
Okay. Best
Short.
memory from childhood is actually playing in Kedona. When the movie is going on, and my friends and I will actually climb up to when it's time to watch a movie. We climb all the way up on the roof,
Right.
where there's just the ledge,
That's real cute.
and we'll watch the movie there. Just the four of us. And worst memory from childhood. When does childhood end? What age?
I still have it in me.
What
Yeah,
age
you
does childhood
decide that
end?
because I feel like our inner child will have
Subject to the person.
Okay, well, I guess my worst would be teens or just about entering teens when my best friend died.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Go ahead, Rubes.
Best memory from childhood. Quite literally every time my family had family day around Easter time, every single year was bomb. It was on point. It was a vibe. Kite flying. Everything good. Food works. We had family jerseys. It was a vibe.
Wow.
Worst memory from childhood, actually, yeah, like when my best friend committed suicide.
Oh Jesus! In childhood?
I was 16.
Okay.
In case
Could we, as
you
a
didn't hear
speaking
that.
here, could we go from worst to best so it ends kind of, yeah.
My best childhood memory is riding bikes with my friends, and I can't think of anything bad that happened in my childhood. I can't think of. I think, despite whatever we go through, I was sheltered a lot by my father and grandmom. I'm thinking, but I can't think of anything bad. Oh, it might have been that time when I got food poisoning.
Oh, yes,
That's
that.
So
Yeah.
I always ask some this or that questions.
Yeah,
I had to answer that before you go, though.
Oh, yeah.
All right, it's a one shot only.
One
It's a
shot wonder.
So, I read
Story
like Home
time.
Alone and things. So I
Story
was a
time.
prankster any day. So I would just say my best and worst combined is the type of pranks I would do to them torturing. Because it was hilarious in one part, but the Lord had to save me
terrible.
from that mindset. So,
So, no thumbs or no fingers?
Oh my gosh!
Yes or no? Choose one. No thumbs or no fingers? Quick. 3, 2,
What's
1,
the
go.
point? No thumbs, but then what's
No
the
thumbs.
point? No
Hello, you could use your
fingers.
hands
Yeah, I
if you have
guess
fingers.
you could do more with the finger. Oh my gosh,
Bad
Rudy.
gas or really dry mouth?
Bad gas.
Always hop on one foot or always have to squat?
Always
the
have
foot,
to-
because I could use crutches.
I go always out of squat because it's batty. Gotta get big.
Talk done.
I can't with you all at all.
But you just short.
And with that, we were.
Not
Not
at
Not even
all.
close. A year with no lashes or a year with no eyebrows?
No lashes.
Listen, don't do it with eyebrows. Take
eyebrows.
A huge booger hanging out your nose or a pimple on your forehead?
Pimple on my forehead.
I was buzz on
Pimple.
with the ex.
Never be able to shower again or never be able
Where
to
are you
shave your
getting
legs?
this or that?
Never be able to shave. What are you? What
Say that
sauce is
again.
this?
Never be able to
shave
shower
again.
or never be able to shave your legs.
Listen, I have to shower. But you see them legs?
Never
now.
shaving again.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Last one.
So when you're smelling good, but you like Chewbacca?
Yeah, that's all right. Some
Alright.
men like hairy legs. Some.
Poop in a toilet at a party knowing that you'll clog it, or poop in the bushes in the backyard.
Bushes in the backyard,
please.
I'm from Lupinot.
I don't like embarrassment.
I'm from Lupinot. So
Plug
we
a
do that.
toilet and everybody know.
Okay, I've had enough of y'all. We doing
Yeah,
some
boy.
steamy this or that.
Okay, there we go.
Bring things.
Talia, too bad.
And I can't play the fifth for everything.
My hand walking, eh?
Oh God, no, these are very
Bring it
wow.
steamy.
These are a lot. No, I can't. This is too much.
Please do.
What's your least favorite emotion?
Your least favorite emotion? Anger.
Same, anger. Not even sadness.
There's
anger.
one time I was jealous. I hate that. No.
Envy or jealousy? Yeah.
I hate that.
Neither, man. Neither. They both toxic.
Yeah.
AF. I can't give you all this. This is too
No,
hot.
please.
This is too hot for Island Girl talk.
Oh, okay.
What
We'll
was
talk
I
after.
thinking?
Do you have a morning routine?
Yes.
No.
I wake up, I brush my teeth, I use the toilet,
We
I bathe.
all have a morning
Like,
routine.
my day doesn't begin. Like, I have to wake up and pray and brush my teeth.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
give
fair.
some
I think they
spicy.
have a morning routine, just not expressive.
I'm gonna give you all some
How
back to back.
picante? Like 5 picante, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
Yeah, what's the
we'll
level?
find out.
It's not like the last one.
Okay.
That's just a bit much. Would you rather be serenaded by your partner or have them write you an intimate love letter?
Intimate
Write
love
me
letter.
a letter.
Yeah, right.
Serenaded. I love that.
I want you to just have, I want to have, if I want to frame it. I'm sure
I love
great
that. Yeah,
grandchildren.
yeah, proof.
If I want to do the J-Lo
Yeah,
and
proof of the
send it
romance.
to the world and make it a
Correct.
very horrible, long-winded music video.
Yes.
Let's go.
Would you rather have sex with the light on or off?
Off.
On.
Actually, it doesn't matter to me, but there's
Anyway.
something about sensory deprivation that I like, so off.
Charles?
Before it would have been off, but like, let me
Oh,
get a little
my.
See, I like both, but I prefer off.
What we say?
That's my imagination.
I like that.
I like how it is looking now.
No, that's what you say. I like to wash myself.
I watch myself. You're wrong for that.
100%.
I mean, on if it's like ambient lighting.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a one night stand or friends with benefits arrangements? Friends with benefits.
Probably friends with benefits.
Yeah. I'm
maybe friends with-
I'm
but
not a one night
feelings,
stand type
though.
person.
One night stand is just stop feelings. But friends with benefits,
Friends with benefits.
feelings does happen and then you just miss your friend.
Well, you guys know how to play different for this one, so.
Okay, this is a bit hot.
Steamy.
I find the tech team real loud in the background, boy. Like they have their own party.
Like y'all want to chime in?
Feel free to chime in no tech.
You understand?
Would you rather have a quickie with an intense big O or long, passionate, love making?
Does the long, passionate love making also have a big O?
It results in an O, but you know,
Not a big O.
not an intense one.
It depends on my mood.
Yeah, it depends on the mood, but I'll go with long.
I would go with long as well.
Yeah, give me passion.
Right? This is rather okay. Gosh, I am so uncomfortable with these. Top or bottom?
Top.
I plead the fifth, even though I asked the question.
No,
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter to me
I
either,
know,
but
that is fine.
I think
Okay.
most of us in this industry like to be in control of the things.
That is enough steamy questions for now. It's making me an old blush. I can't with this.
We want it, eh?
No.
Yes.
How about we ask some gross ones? Who has a deep question for us?
Come.
Come tell us.
Okay, so
Anybody mind go.
Just understand. Oh, relax.
Anybody mind go.
Right. What is something you're really bad at?
Oh.
Listening.
For me, I don't like small talk. I will depends on what
Small
it is,
talk.
but some people, oh my gosh.
You don't like small talk?
Sometimes I like
You don't like small talk, Tal.
Sometimes.
She does. No, Tals is a long talker, but she's not a small talker.
The small talk sometimes.
Yeah.
It depends on the person.
Tal, you just talk to everybody. I see you give the man money on the road when I drop you by the bus.
That's the front. That's
and
me
you talk to the man
giving.
like, you eat anything? But look, have some money. Go and get something to eat.
No, I talk about when
talk with a
somebody
purpose.
have it with you.
Oh.
And it's not really like, and
Like-
you have to be
Like somebody come and say, how you going? So
Like what you doing?
What you doing?
Hey, big head.
Yeah, the smalls.
you don't start bad already.
Right.
What you bad at?
What am I bad? Nothing.
Lying. Lying clearly.
I'm really bad at consistency.
That too.
Because I struggle with ADD. Well, self-diagnosed ADD.
That's all creative. That's all creative.
Honestly, like, when I accomplish something to where I said, okay, well, that's where I want to go, I get bored of it and I move on. Like for me, it's just like, okay, on to the next project, because I know if I'm consistent with this, I'm going to be more successful. But I'm not actually passionate about that. It's just a nice idea.
something you did.
The novelty
It
wear off.
took off.
Oh,
the
yeah.
novelty wore off. I'm good at it. Okay, next. Okay, next.
I know that
I
one.
feel like this was
I know
asked
that one.
before on Island Girl Talk. What I'm bad at is rocket science. Good at everything else.
90% of the world.
What do you do? What did you say, Samara?
Listening.
All right.
Listening.
I have one last one for you, all right?
Uh-huh.
Describe your perfect day.
Oh, I answered this already.
March 15th. Sorry. What was that show from? Miss Congeniality. What was it? What was it? April 3rd. It's not too hot. It's not too cold.
I feel
my
a real
perfect
girl down
day-
that absolute vodka,
Yeah.
you know.
Screaming. My perfect day would involve having breakfast with my family, my mom and my sister, going to church, having a fulfilling service that regenerates my soul, going to brunch right after with my girlies, because Jesus turned water into wine so we can all party. If the Lord know how to have a good time, who's me?
100%.
And then next one.
You see? This was look, the next one. What's your next one? What's your next laugh? You guys, we have to have a laughing segment, you know. We have to have a laughing segment.
I am so
And
glad.
after brunch, more than likely just spend some time with my partner, whether we go for a walk or we sit by the ocean, have a bacon shack, watch the sunset, and then, have a nice steamy. That's a perfect day to me. That's a perfect day to me.
Because if God knows I
And
have a good
passive
time.
income just flowing into my account.
That's a quote. That's a quote right there. It needs to be
Because if
in a
God knows how to
song.
have a good time, who is me?
That needs to be like.
But you know,
that's a quote.
let me pause, right? Hold on. The whole fact that Jesus turned water into wine is because all the alcohol ran out in the wedding.
Yep.
So the party was pumping, and the Lord said, "Let me turn up."
Oh my goodness. Who's next?
Who's me?
Perfect day. Perfect day would be sleeping in. Spend some time with the Lord, not necessarily have to get up, bathe, and go anywhere, but just have an ambience, having presence. Then a really nice meal or two. Some steams. And and the evening Mount Irvin sunset.
Oh, Mount Irvin sunset is
With-
stunning.
Some rum.
Love a sunset.
Or a glass of wine.
We do love a sunset.
Mom.
And just
Taking my ting.
Ting in a ting. That's it.
Yeah, boy.
Perfect.
Getting up early, heading to the beach, right? Preferably in Tobago because I just love the blue waters. But any beach. And then after that, like soaking for like forever. a little bacon shack, to the green market, get some local stuff because you all know I like locally produced stuff, and brunch, right, or lunch, and then in the evening time a nice long shower, and then glass of wine, good book, on a cliff somewhere, sunset.
Love it.
I love that. And I think that exactly what you start off is what I would do. I would probably have like a beach house the night before, so I could arise to the beach, probably take an early, bath while I'm talking to the Lord and everything, and the ocean and everything, with my significant other, and a good breakfast, link up with the family a bit, catch up, some good times, nothing too long, come back in, ting.
Steamy.
Steamy. Right. A good movie, and a good sunset, and ting.
I like how it reaching twice.
Listen, what she said?
Once is not enough.
Some good music and everything, and
yes,
and it's pretty boom too.
And with that, we wrap our Sip and Spill segment, brought to you by Absolute Vodka Watermelon. Now, guys, we over the 3-hour limit. It's 9 o'clock, and I'm saying, guys, if you are watching us, feel free to go over to Tempo Networks. We are currently showing right now on Tempo Networks. Season 1 is being rerun on the platform, on the station, on the TV station. Yes. So of course, head on over there. If you to have your little nothing better than 2 island girls talking one. All right. Before we wrap this segment, though, Ruby, take us to the chat room.
We have a bit of a chat going on because we had some chats happening during the.
We had we didn't get to check in with you.
Kareem said, "Big up, Dad." Firewolfman said, "Big facts about the views of Caribbean men on mental health." Roberto Mohammed said, "Hi, ladies, don't stress. This is the original Nuts of Trini Madman. It's in this upside down twist. This one rhythm is beautiful. Okay. Robins and Sparrows, Twilight in Disguise, open. I jam until noon on a different frequency vibe. Listen, it's a blessing to hear you all ladies. Keep smiling. Sister in Pink and Red Eye Me. Let's listen to your sweet voice. All the ladies are beautiful tonight.
Thank you so much.
Biscuits. How about you four?
Yeah,
Scream.
true.
Speaking personally, my boys and I are secure with each other enough that we know that any one of us can go to any one of us with any and everything. When you need the support, you get it.
Can I just make a quick comment? I know quite a lot of fellas and men who have the support system in each other's. Like I don't think it's a rare occurrence for men to confide in other men. They do that, and that's for my entire life. I've been seeing that. You know what I mean? So I get what our guy was saying, and it happens that way. But I don't want to ignore the fact or discredit the part that men do talk to each other.
But it could be in a certain generation because I don't think my father has that. I don't think that generation has that.
Yes.
So maybe it could be a generation.
The millennials. The millennials. Good point.
So Roberto Mohammed said, "Thank you for talking, sister. Talk the talk. Don't be shy. Creator bless you always." Firewolfman said, "We won't always take each other up on it, but we know that it is there." Stefan Warwick said, "Good night, ladies and guests. Best of luck to the chemo guests, and I want to wish the best to Boss Lady Crystal on her upcoming events. I want to come see you both, Woodbrook and Shag." Roberto said, "When I need to talk, I seek out the ants, ducks, and foxes after midnight when everything quiet, then watch the stars and moon with my binoculars to see if I see aliens." Pick up you.
Interesting.
Stefan said, "But I have to say for my sister Coach's case, I'm working a lot, push hard, working smart. I wanted to stay on the phone, but connection, I don't know. And social media is both stressful and relaxing, depending on what."
That's all right, Stefan. All the best to you.
Roberto said, "Listen, I'm beating a stick with only one pick and mix this Arima atom in the attack mode. So jam with no fear, just spiritual blessings and take care. Bless them."
Yes.
Sandra Strickland, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
This is a great conversation that is much needed.
Yes.
I've learned that effective communication can be the initial roadblock, as most are conditioned to listen to respond instead of listen to understand.
Well said.
Stefan said, "Love you, Crystal. Good night." Roberta said my phone playing up. I really trying to figure out how to go back and consider a last minute snow cone and fudge, but I have to wait for the doctor. Fire Wolfman said, have to bring him back for guys who sexy for sure. Roberta said, sister, I take injection twice a month for madness. I've been under mental health since 1975.
Wow.
I need a pair of flip-flops and 2 torchlights to look for my kitty apple. I don't know where she gone. Kareem Voice said, great episode, lady.
Thank you, Kareem.
Thank you. Roberta said the aliens experiment on me, but they know I am a creator soldier. This is my spiritual warfare.
Lord, what is this?
Well, bless you.
Shade Songbird. So, hey, Shade, you're right there. One night stands could pass on some
to you now.
Oh,
yeah,
my.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
true.
true.
Yeah.
True.
One night stands could pass on something to you. So now, Fire Wolfman said, perfect day is an any day lived through. Agree?
Amen.
White Tip Tail Hummingbird said, great topic tonight.
Thank
High
you
five.
so very much.
We appreciate you guys.
We really love all you know. Love all you.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to take one more break, but we will be back with the lovely Talia to wrap us up with the Empowerment Minute. Keep it locked right here to Island Girls. So don't go nowhere, Sam, tell them.
Where you going?
We're
right here.
Cue the commercial.
Cue the commercial.
New Absolute Watermelon, always in season. 100% natural watermelon flavor, 0% added sugar. Not for persons under the age of 18. Enjoy responsibly.
So new, but so radical.
New, the KFC Double Stacker Sandwich. 2 crispy chicken fillets sandwiched with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
So new, so radical.
Order your Double Stacker Sandwich now via the app or KFC.com. It's finger licking good.
This KFC nuggets back on the menu with a twist. New spicy nuggets, the dark and the dark. KFC nuggets are the best around. Spicy nuggets the best with enough dips. No one fi contest. I swear it's 100% chicken breast, and everybody else we hold second best. Back on the menu with a twist. Never had them like this. Spicy nuggets are the tastiest.
KFC chicken nuggets are back on the menu. Now you can choose between the new hot and spicy flavor or original, or mix them up starting at $24.95 only at KFC.
Come to my place, baby, let's have a staycation. Let me take you away on a vacation. Please don't get lost when I send you my location. I got a place for you, baby. Please say yes, and if not, maybe.
You got that eyes that will lead me. I might go astray. Aye. Let me rest my head on you, baby, before we leave. Okay. I can get over the feeling. I can get over the way I can get over the way you lie.
Come to my place, baby, let's have a...
And we're here on Island Girl Talk. My name is Talia Alexander.
I'm Ruby Parrish.
I'm Smarlalu.
And I'm Crystal Kane.
Yes, man. And I mean, guys, I really liked our program today. It was definitely different. You know, we like to switch it up on you guys.
Come on, yeah.
We had 2 spotlight moments. Actually, you know, let me wheel back. We had the topic of the day.
Yeah.
You know, pace. Well, you know, go, you know. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, everybody we went.
Yes.
Interesting, good.
We are
you name
live.
it.
Yes.
We are live and we well.
We well.
So we had the topic of the
Okay.
day is social media affecting our mental health.
Resounding.
We all said
Yes.
All right. We had the spotlight segment with 2 guests. We
Yes.
had Shadi Weeks, and then we also had
God was there.
Hey, I like when you just say it like that. You know, usually we have other things like, you know, let's talk trends, and then we have, you know, the
wellness
movement, right?
Yeah.
But today we wanted it to be a little bit different, and you know, we spent for time, so we're going straight to
The Empowerment Minute.
Woosa. Yes, man. Oh, we're not getting a special. Okay, we're not getting a special.
That's okay.
That's all right. That's all right.
So I want to just highlight this particular quote because I think in its own way it is empowering, right?
Mm-hmm.
The quote is, "It is better to give than to receive."
Agreed.
All right. It is better to give than to receive. Now, in a society where it's heavily on self, sometimes it's a bit difficult to navigate. Just sincere self-care in comparison to selfishness or self-centeredness. There is two completely different things. And I believe firmly, like in everything in my life, that when I spread, whether it's my gifts, myself, whatever it is that I have, like seeds across the border, at least one is going to catch in some sort of way. Now, I don't do it for anything to catch. I do it because it's within me, and I'm privileged for the ability to spread that, whether it be gifts, whether it be money, whether it be, just again, my time. When you give freely, at some point, you not only receive, but it blesses you and it also excels you. I think that's the way that God designed this world to be. So for instance, somebody could be taking the time to go and plant a little seed here and there, and then somebody just takes seeds and just spread it, and that one end up catching. Right. We need to understand that God is talking to us through the environment. And sometimes we are very stingy with the things that we have been gifted with to help somebody, and then that person is robbed of what they need, and then become bitter, and then your life is wasted, and why am I here? But if you understand what you have, and you don't need much, it starts with whatever you have. I think about the whole fish and loaf situation with the little boy and how that was multiplied. You use what you have. That is enough. And let God, let the Creator do His thing. Mm-hmm. So it is actually better to give. It's blessed, actually, to give than to receive. You will naturally receive, but there's a flow that you could miss. So don't miss it when it comes to the empowerment aspect of it. It does empower you, and it does also bless other people. Mm-hmm.
Well said, Charles.
That reminded me of the parable of the talents and the one who buried his talent. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you think a talent is like, oh, well, I'm talented in this and talent, and that's actually just a blessing given to you from God. Right. And to even have anything and be able to share it is how you multiply it. Because in the parable, those who were given more talents, they went out, spread their talents, and they got double the amount when they came back to God. It also reminded me of the prayer of St. Francis de Assisi of, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there's hatred, let me sow love. Where there's doubt, faith. Where there's despair, hope. Where there's darkness, light. Where there's sadness, joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. And it is in dying that we are born into eternal light. Wow. And it's that whole idea of when you give, and you give freely, that's exactly what you give is what you receive. Right. Don't go give in seeking getting something back. Just give of your heart, and you will be doubly blessed for it.
Right. Indeed.
I love that.
I love it.
Thank you for the reminder.
No, it's important. It's important, especially in this time. We need to simply just give, be there for people. God is going to do the promotion. All right. So with that, we wrap.
The Empowerment Minute.
Hold your peace.
That's a do-over for sure.
All right. Well, we have the Empowerment Minute. Woosa. Hold your peace.
Hold it. Hold your peace. Don't let anyone take it away from you.
All right.
So ever. That's it there?
That's it.
Guys, as always, we are so grateful for those who stay with us right until the end. Mm-hmm. Of course, this was a fantastic show. Thank you to our guests. Thank you to Sade Weeks and, of course, Garth Vazin for coming and sharing their journeys with us. And for our live audience, it's always a pleasure, you guys. Always, always, always. We'll be back next week. And this time for sure, we are having that KFC giveaway. Right? Something's always coming up. Something's always coming up and blocking it. But you know what? We are giving away some KFC next week. So tune in to our Instagram, Island Girl Talk TT, to find out how to enter the competition and win vouchers for KFC.
I want one.
Guys,
one more thing, Crystal, don't forget.
Gosh.
I'm so sorry, but we have a birthday to celebrate.
Fifth.
Bring the thing.
You know what's so funny about this? So just full disclosure, we remember to bring the cake. But then we forget to plan. We forgot to plan with tech to bring out the cake.
Oh my gosh. I think today we had a lot. We have a lot.
Yes,
so
I don't know why we keep forgetting poor Sam.
I don't know. Easily forgettable.
No,
never.
It's never that.
So
And then we get so excited about the topics and so excited about the conversation.
We have a lot
going on. Each other. That we really genuinely are out there. Like, where did the time go?
Yes. So guys, 2 weeks ago was Sam's birthday.
The 3rd of July, guys.
And we forgot to buy the cake and stuff to surprise her. So then we said we would do it the following week for her. And we forgot again. And
But
so
this
today,
time, we didn't
forget.
That's right.
We got the cake, we got everything.
That's right.
But then we forgot to bring it out. So now we have our tech team hustling in the background to get the cake ready.
The things together.
Life hard.
That's okay.
Life hard all
That
around.
is okay.
But you know what? In the
Right?
meantime, we will sing you happy birthday.
Yes, you don't have to light the candle. She'll blow the imaginary fire.
Still make wishes.
Forget the candles, just bring it.
Yes. Of course, she didn't even get candles.
Now we'll get it after.
I
Don't worry.
buy the numbers and everything.
Because
I guess just show me the cake, put it in
we had to do
slow,
that a bit different now.
and then
We'll
pull
sing
it
it
out.
slow and then we'll hit them the fast one. All right, go. 3.
What are we doing?
Hit them slow happy
Wait,
birthday.
is the cake coming out?
Yes. So
Now,
slow happy birthday
let's-
in the meantime,
and
and
then
then
the
we'll do the
fast
I have a
fast one when the
lighter in my
cake comes
bag
in.
if you need it.
All right.
3, 4. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
for our
to
chocolate queen.
you. Happy birthday, dear Samara. Happy birthday to you.
Hooray!
And many more.
What's the fast one? What's the fast one?
Happy birthday to
Show them your cake, girl.
Happy birthday
Zoom in on our cake, man.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Sam, big up
you,
you, girl.
everybody.
Big up you.
Bits and pieces.
Telling you know.
And guys, with that, we end our show. We will be back next week, Wednesday, 6 p.m.
Yes,
You
we're
know,
on tempo at 8.
absolutely.
On
That's
Mondays
right.
and Wednesdays.
Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 p.m. We are also on Tempo Network.
Yes.
Island Girl Talk, where women are free to simply be unapologetically. Keep it classy, guys.
Stay awesome.
Be your main character and hold your peace.
Hold
Much love.
your
Much love, guys.
Bye, guys.
Till next week, guys. Bye.
Till next week. Baby, we are meant to be. You complete me, baby. Anytime you want, boy, you can put it on me. Put it on me, put it on me, baby. Anytime you want, boy, you can put it on me. Put it on me, put it on me. Love me, I'm fine. Squeeze me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Jam me up and rough me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want to, baby. I'm drowning in your love. Never felt a love like this before. darling, sugar plum. You define the meaning of your love. A blessing coming from up above. My baby, my darling, sugar plum. Love you for forever and ever. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Baby. Love me up and squeeze me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Jam me up and rough me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want to. Love me up and squeeze me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Jam me up and rough me up, boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want to.